Alright, I think we are live. Are we live? Twitch, you gonna refresh, please? Okay, good. Everything's live. Give me 1 sec.
Put that back in the water. I don't know what that is.
DM someone.
Put that back in the water. Put that back in the water. Ooh, hey, I need that. Wait, isn't that one? Never mind, never mind. I don't need that. I don't need that. Shoe.
Damn, as soon as we look up. Gee. Hello. Hello.
More fish.
Yes, I'm always kind of schmoly. I'm a schmoly.
Today
This is the true high school warden.
begins my first day in the mines.
The what?
Yes,
We fish out the giant sharks in the water.
yes.
The mines?
Mines.
Oh, you're gonna go mining? Oh my god. Good luck. Oh my god, alright, I see. Good luck mining. Is
I'm
that
playing
the
fucking
incognito?
Minecraft.
Well, don't give anyone that one. Come on, be nice.
I will.
Yeah,
You trip?
It's today. This is the last day. I told the DMs this is the last day.
Oh,
So,
I don't know how the hell I got here before you. I was still working on model stuff when the announcement happened.
I got on right when the announcement happened. I was just in
Right?
my
Oh, okay.
home mode for a bit.
I know, right?
I was confused because. Alright, all my shit set up though. I'm hoping Coyote comes in because I want to talk to him about lore stuff before.
I am special.
If
Yeah.
he doesn't, then it's okay. It's just. I might. If OSL comes in, I might talk to them as well.
Fair enough.
I assume they haven't done the meeting yet.
I wear glasses in real life.
I don't know for
I don't
sure.
think they have.
Yeah, because it goes at 7 usually, something
The
like that.
glasses provide an additional armor.
I think 7's when the mediums and after we go talking.
I noticed they changed the image for the map. I wonder if it's like the winter version now or something.
Glasses or to beat the person with glasses?
That'd be cool.
Could be.
I have a question.
Do they update the description to show, like, for the session number?
Don't mind the arms.
My god.
This is
Oh, they might have,
'Cause
yeah.
it says session 114. So do they update it
Yeah,
every
they do.
time?
I think they
Oh my
probably do
God.
because they update the map every like time, or every like.
I didn't think it was every single session, but goddamn, props to Elusive. That's insane. Awesome work.
I'm sure on.
You hate
I
fishing?
know. Yeah, it's one session behind 115.
Mm,
There's
okay.
114 still.
I don't think the picture was gray last session. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. It probably says it's last updated, which was yesterday. They probably updated for this session already. It probably would
No, yeah, it
update
seems so.
them.
I'm training. How dare you? I need to get
Ooh.
a fishing thing. I love it.
you're lucky I rolled high, by the way.
It's actually pretty.
I am. She's going to be very concerned. That's fine.
Isn't that boring
Look,
fish?
she's afraid she's gonna be. She thought he was gonna get killed. It's fine.
I'm excited. I haven't RP'd in a few days, and I've been really wanting to RP. I don't think I've RP'd until
Chocolate?
It looks chocolate.
I did that one shot, so I was sort of RP.
It kinda does, you're right.
Yeah, I think that was the only other option we did recently.
Looks like chocolate. I should eat your dress.
Doesn't look like that anything that was winter themed.
Oh, that's fine.
Seems like
I
they just
know.
update some
Well, I
houses.
spoke to Elusive a little bit about, like a while ago, about winter stuff, and this is not going to be winter in the map for a while. If ever, because I can see it being pretty hard changing everything to winter.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's still cold though. Because it's... I don't think it's in character winter. Is it still harvest season?
I don't know.
Yes, it is. So it's like fall.
Think
So
it is?
regardless of whether it's winter or not, it's still cold. I did remove the cold breath toggle on Luke though, because it added extra materials. I still have the cold skin though. That doesn't add a material.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Coyote or OSL. Preferably both of them.
Probably yes. I mean, that's what happens when you just keep going, eventually it keeps getting smaller and smaller. And they ate it. Oh, hey, a bigger fish.
Excited though.
And you didn't care.
And then
Yeah.
tomorrow's waypoint. I hope you'll be able to go to it. Hope you'll like
I
be
should
home
be
before.
able to. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. It could be a chance I'm a little late, but I don't think I'll
That's
miss like the whole thing.
It usually starts like. Doesn't it start a little later?
It usually starts around like 7 or 8.
Yeah, so it's a little bit later than this. So I'm sure it'll be fine. And if you show up late, then oh well. It's just like Wardens. Actually, it's probably even like I don't know. I feel like being late in Waypoint is like not an issue at all.
Yeah.
It's pretty dropping. Oh shit. It's pretty drop in, drop out RP. So Wardens is too. But I think I've been cold though.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been sneezing a lot and all that shit. It's been annoying.
I feel so slow.
I should play what's at my speed.
Vincent that made
Oh yeah, like this is like one day of
Oh. It's right to set my speed, so.
Yeah.
Tingly. Can't feel my fingers. Okay. You need to calm down the amperage a little bit. You're at like
And then,
1.21 gigawatts. You need to be down to like 5 amps.
Yeah, I just need to talk to Cody or OSL because my Vargas stuff got approved for background shit. I think I already told Coyote, but I just wanted to go over details. I have not told OSL yet. Well, a little bit.
What am I doing you on that fishing? Hell yeah, what you added it to? Cool, I was gonna add it to.
Gee, where is Scara?
That's fine.
Perfect.
I was thinking how I could introduce her to
Hey,
so she's just
Scar.
on the road.
Unless you're busy, just wanted to tell you just one thing. Okay.
You got a slight. Your neck's kind of darker here. Because I fucked
Oh
up.
yeah, I forgot. Wait a minute. Do I?
Somebody could find
Oh,
out.
wait. Oh no, it doesn't. Shit.
I don't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
One thing.
Do I still have the OG spell? Do you know what the first ever what spell I changed that I used to have it here? I wonder if I still have it.
That's funny because like
He's much colder now than he used to be.
Oh, there it is.
What is that? What the fuck?
It's Shadow Bolt.
It's a thing. She has that.
She used to.
Okay,
Oh.
bingo.
Oh, yeah.
I had to, so just I want to put
Just wanted to
this
say,
perspective. This
I
is
know we
a
removed all the
trail
Church of
article
Nightfall stuff
that
from Luke's
was
backstory,
working on a
but I'm still gonna
script. I
keep
had
where
to take the
he
particles
told
and
people
make it
that his
work
dad was
because
part
I
of Church of
wrote the
Nightfall,
part
but
that
that's just a
wasn't.
lie.
And this is
So,
what I
it's not
got.
true, but,
Oh, is that what it's changing to?
well, I haven't, in the lore, he wasn't part of Church of Nightfall.
Look at this.
Well,
The arm
was he?
in my chat.
No, he wasn't part of Church of
Oh, he was
Nightfall, he
just-
just shared the beliefs of them a lot, like, very strong.
Okay.
Right, it
Yeah.
wrapped it color down.
Oh, Hax is saying cool spell.
So Luke saying that he was a part of it in the past was just a
You wanna know
lie.
the best part about it? It's a non-lethal spell.
So the fact that he said it was still true. I'm not retconning that, but his father wasn't actually a part of it.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know in case you hear me say that he was. Luke's just
Okay,
lying.
yeah, if that's...
I mean, it's a good spell.
Okay, yeah, if that's what you're going with after talking to Fox.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah, so Luke still follows the beliefs of the church, but that's just because his dad believed in them very strongly. But wasn't part of it. His dad did do like monster hunting stuff that was similar to the Church of Nightfall, but that was once again just carrying out those beliefs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the symbol is from Barghest. We came to a conclusion of that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Just so you don't get confused if I say that he is from it.
Then I can't.
I'll give you a hint. It's a D&D YouTube channel. Or at least it was.
Not a clue.
What are you talking about? What is it was?
Sound effect.
It does sound familiar.
Why is it familiar? Who was it? I forget the name, but have you ever heard of Eldritch Blast?
Oh, I know what it is. Okay.
What is it? 'Cause I don't...
A quick guide to warlocks.
Yeah, it's a crap guide. It's a crap guide to warlocks.
Oh,
A crap guide.
Isn't that by Joe Cat, I think?
That's who it is. It's
Yeah.
Joe Cat.
When he goes, Eldritch Blast, and it's sound effect plays.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm not sure if I ever watched it. I watched a lot of it.
I just yoinked the entire I want you to know the way I got this sound effect was I yoinked the entire YouTube video, found the point where Eldritch Blast was, cut his words out, and got this.
Yeah.
It was great. I also have it on
There's 3 people just fishing in spawn right now.
Yep. I also have it on the usual safety
God, I want that
system for
asset.
guns, which is fish doesn't fire it.
Fishing
Fish
asset.
trigger fires
Is that asset optimized at all? Like,
Whoops.
I wonder if I'd give.
Yeah, 'cause it's old, I think.
They
Probably.
have about 21 materials.
Yeah,
It's
could
not
probably cut it
terrible,
down.
It's just the fish that you pull out are pixels, so they're like pixelized fish. Like little
It's
pixel
a...
art.
Oh, okay. So they,
they...
so they particles
like a
then?
pixel sheet, whatever.
Yeah.
Does it use like mesh particles then?
That somehow?
Hey,
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
No, still that Wendy made.
No, yeah, I'm just trying to think of how to cut it down to be medium. Because if it, I assume it's a billboard particle instead of mesh particles. But if it is a mesh particle, then that would be an issue. I assume it's billboard though. I hope it is. The materials shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like I could probably just change the texture in some sort of way. I don't know.
There we go, that's better.
What you think about using on like a piano color?
Yeah. For like fishing and wardens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll be playing it at the beginning.
Yeah, I'll be playing. So I'm gonna probably fuck around and trade out for
Though
reasons.
Luke, I think, only has room for one more material slot. Yeah, so it might be hard.
I was like having the same thought as you.
Depending on how it's set up, I could get it to work by being one material slot, but I just have multiple different textures. It wouldn't be like as varied as the asset, but I could. It just depends how it's set up. Like, I could probably change it from like a billboard particle to something else. That'd make it easier.
Because what I'm gonna do is
Yeah.
breakout.
Or I could also just have it be a particle you animate the colors.
I don't want to fuck that over.
So the fish would look the same, just different colors.
I mean,
Basically, what I'm doing
Which is
making a
fine.
light barrier where shadows and other people who are invisible can't just sneak in. It's going to make people glow if they're invisible, and it's going to prevent people from walking through gaps because there won't be any.
Oh my god, Knick-Knack is here? Oh.
I mean,
I haven't seen Knick-Knack in a while.
Or like anything that could go through light barriers. And obviously Tyrion can still walk through the wall.
I'm not going to say yes or no.
I always really like that, like, model that Knick-Knack has.
Negative.
It's definitely, like, inspired off of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like if that's something happening, you probably want to film it.
I didn't take it.
Oh, they don't... Oh, they are meshes. Doesn't seem to be a billboard. So it's probably not a particle, then.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't look like it's a mesh particle. So it's probably just a plane with, like, a texture on it. Which, that'll make it a lot easier to work with.
Yeah.
To optimize it. I don't think I'll need to edit anything. Just change the animation that determines which fish it is into just changing the color or the texture. Especially if it's just a plane. Like if it's just a box that's utilizing cutout textures, then I could just have all the fish be on a single one. I just don't know how they have it set up. And very heavily dependent on it. I don't know, I probably won't add it to Luke just because of the I don't really have room for material slots. And there are fishing rods on the map. So I want to have Luke do like a lot of the handyman stuff. I already have him cutting down trees, mining, doing crafting a little bit. And fishing is one of the things. I also want to have him do cooking as well. Though he doesn't have it as a skill, so I roleplay him. I roleplay him doing it really, really poorly. Unless like Tyrion or someone is there to like show him how to do it before. Eventually, I'll submit the skill thing for that, but I'm currently working on the smithing. So, do you always have my stream up whenever you're RPing?
I do, yeah. If I'm
How are you
working,
able to
like, if
listen
I'm
to
doing
both of
nothing,
them?
I can just check it. Oh, I only listen to it if I'm like doing nothing or like I'm doing something else.
There. Just don't use it in the
Just to
metagame
check
at all.
up. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you would. Super excited for Wardens. Haven't done RP stuff for a bit. Well, I say a bit, but it's only been like a week, unless you include that one shot, so... Maybe I'm a little bit addicted. I do want to try to see if we can hang out with people after. So I'll probably be getting off around midnight.
So I usually get off.
I don't know, I do like talking to people in the after lobby too, so we'll see. But
Usually the people that I talk to already get off by then. It's usually just Coyote and like a few like
well,
OSL
like,
and stuff. Which
Coyote and OSL are two people I really want to talk to, because I've known them for a while.
Yeah.
And same with like Star.
I just don't talk to
The
them
Star,
much
I think.
in character.
I think Star usually gets off before me.
Star
No.
usually does, I think.
No, I think it's around the same time. I've raided them before. When I got off. Regardless, though. There's a bunch of people I'd want to talk to. But I try to like set a schedule of when I get off, so I always remember. Instead of leaving it to be like super flexible. Oh. Don't know what this music is from, but it gives like a sitcom, The Office style vibe.
No one gets stabbed, okay? Let me be
You're different.
When you gonna
No dying.
It's beautiful. I walk alone on this barren earth.
Wait.
Walk a lonely road.
Wait, do we have to join a new instance?
God, that's a reference.
The only one you'll
Oh.
ever know.
Oh, hi, Spark.
Hi, folks. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in your ear in like a big way right now.
Oh God, you're in her ear.
Yeah, I'm in your ear. Oh, it's scary.
Rip off your skin.
Get out of my head, get out of my head.
So no major announcements for this week. We had changes to the invisibility rules. There's a thing on the map for it, but not this version of the map, because we are on last week's map by accident. So if you open your group thingy, you should see the new version of the map, and it's the one with the green icon. And if you all just switch over to that version now, we'll go over there. Yes, if you
Oh,
someone
shit.
wants to drop a portal in the middle,
That's
that'd be great. Fortune, please.
Everybody drop a portal. Have multiple.
No, don't. Everyone.
If you have not entered the hole, please take the time now to enter one of the two portals.
I don't want to enter your hole. I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I hope no one heard that. Oh, so they have a thing in map for the invisibility? What does that mean? Is it like just a rule, like written thing, or is there in map invisibility? That'll be cool. I assume it's probably just like a written thing in map, so people can like know when going in if they didn't see the announcement, like the changelog announcement thing. But if it isn't in map invisibility, that'd be sick. Dude, the fucking Wardens map is so cool. Like, it's getting more and more updates all the fucking time. And it's so detailed, and I think it's being worked on by Just Elusive, which is insane. Like, they're doing all of this, I think, by themselves. I'm not 100% sure on that. They're so fucking talented. Oh my god. And the map gets updated almost every week. And it's so fucking good. It's also, like, good frames, too. Like, oh. Oh, this is...
Finally, the stick.
the pole.
I know, right? They're so violent.
It's the
This
altar.
wasn't here before, was it?
I think this is the thing they use to test the fade distance, I think? I don't know for sure.
Yes. Technically,
Yeah.
yeah. It's to see how far away you can see a person invisible.
Oh, so this is like the limit, I guess?
Red.
I love visual indicators.
Invisible person stands here.
Yes.
I assume the limit is like the edge of the... Yeah.
We'll be explaining. I will say the problems will end probably today with her.
Invisible
because she's
person
going home
stands here.
afterwards. We're dying.
And like,
One of the two.
We'll find out. Let's go.
Whoever sees them in like, whoever's
Yeah.
outside sees them in like this like gray circle. You're able to see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you're
I'll
out it, then
once everyone's in.
Oh my god, it's a cart!
What did you say?
What's happening today? It's always scary when I see a DM bring in a person-shaped object into the map. That is horrifying.
It's just a normal.
Yeah, I don't...
Nothing bad.
It's probably just one of the people in the cells, but it's still scary.
You don't die either. First jump scare, by the way.
No, I mean,
Arms all wiggly.
remove a lot of the base stuff in your avatar. Switch to
I did. A lot of stuff is removed. I'm just trying to optimize it the best I can.
It's time for chaos.
Like the toilet bowl texture is big
What's
and
happening?
tiny on my
Oh my god.
That's on
There's this node you can connect to, which just just makes tech just more, but whenever I did
I've got a lot of energy. Bring on a busy card day. Come on, bring it on. Just like last week, non-stop bullshit. All right.
I usually do combat training, like, as my character, so if you want to join, you know.
If I have time.
Yeah, I've been trying to get
We
guards
still have
together.
2 murder
you know,
mysteries to solve.
No, that is
None
fair.
would know or anything.
It's fine. Today's gonna be. We don't have to deal with anything like that. Totally not.
No.
It'll just be a normal
Totally have
day in
people
Wardens. So only like one
in our
mystery
locked
murder.
Prison cells on our watch. No.
Yeah.
Preposterous.
It'll be
Isn't that
fine.
right, Steve?
The guards have to go through Among Us.
Strange things like that to happen.
I mean, there's a chance it was one of us. I don't know. They had a guard helmet, so it's pretty much Among Us.
Out of character stuff. I know you were playing a character that did it in character. We're like, how the hell do these people keep going?
I've tried to avoid spoilers out of character as well, so I've no fucking clue. Oh.
Yeah.
Music
Well,
is
I try to
playing.
as much as possible, but it's
Yeah, it can be hard.
Ready for a totally normal
Is anyone encountering a severe case of deja vu?
I feel like I've done this before.
It'll be a good day, Red. Don't worry about it.
Hi.
This is definitely the first time we've done this.
Yeah, it's definitely the first time I've done this. So, 3 things for today. First one, if you want to do supporting cast stuff, sit in the event standby channel. We don't really have anything planned today, but sometimes stuff just happens.
I don't believe you.
If you know that there are some people who might want to be bugged in their ear about doing support cast stuff, then you can sit in the channel. we don't think anything's gonna happen. But
I don't believe you.
Who knows?
I don't believe you.
I promise it's not like there's not.
Don't believe him. It's all lies.
The second thing is if you have if you have an area of ability effect, like let's say you have like a circle effect or something like that, once you're outside of that effect, it no longer affects you. So if someone does an area ability effect and you're inside it, the moment you step outside, it should wear off. Okay, so there's a couple of people with effects like that. So just so that you know that that's how it works if it happens to you, if you're on the receiving end of the circle of, I don't know, usually it's death, the circle of death.
Instant die.
Speaking of circles, Atlee is going to explain how this cool diagram thingy over here that we set up, it's not a photo booth, it's like a... Atlee will explain how it works.
I don't want to be seen.
Is she gonna show us the circle?
Okay, so the circle over there is for a few things. Mainly, though, it is for people who have an invisibility ability. If you have an invisibility spell, we have a more generalized rule set for those now, where there is a minimal distance where your avatar will have to be seen or have a sort of effect that indicates that something is there. Over here, this is where you would stand to test it. Your range is within the end of the light area. Where the light meets the dark is the minimum area where your avatar should have any sort of particle effect or be seen depending on what you would prefer. So, if you have an invisibility spell that you would like to test to make sure that you are within the required, basically, rule set we have for it now, you would come here, we would help you test it out, see if it works or if it doesn't, and if you need help for that, like we said in the announcement, we can help you out with the Unity work necessary for it if you do require help, and there are also a lot of people around who I'm sure can help as well. Yes, Callie?
When you said like when light meets dark, do you mean like on the inner?
Right here, the second one. This one right here. So the second ring is the minimal range, which is about 2 meters in terms of Unity VRChat length. But yeah, if you have any other questions, raise your hand. Are we good? Okay.
So for those of you who don't have invisibility on your avatars, the main thing to kind of take away from this is what you see is what you get. So if you see a blur or you see it, you can see it in character, and you can just roleplay. You know, oh my God, there's a warble or a blur in the air, and that way we don't all get confused. And you just what you see is what you get. So it's WYSIWYG basically. And this is for distance-based invisibility if you want to be fully invisible. Yes, Red.
Is there any resources for people that aren't very good at particles and stuff like that to get that exact thing that you guys want?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't have any like published resources, but yeah, Atlee.
We have
other
an
members
Atlee.
of the DM team can
Exactly.
sit with you and help you.
We
and
can help you out. If
there
you
are other
need
folks
help
that
with
would
Unity
probably
work,
be
we
willing
can
to
help you out.
You want to eat it, but you're gonna fucking punch it?
Right, so that's everything. And we're gonna not keep you any longer because we're kind of late. So if you rush in, I'm gonna hit the button in 1 minute. You got 60 seconds.
Oh God.
Dude, time to have a 1 minute long conversation. No, it'll be quick.
They are or no?
Do you know if OSL is coming in? First thing. Because I want to talk to them as well. About
No,
this.
OSL is not coming in this episode.
Okay, oh well.
Okay,
Just
what's
want to let
going
you know,
on?
the
What's the-
backstory stuff with Vargas got approved. Just so that symbol that's on his back, that is from one of the crime families. So if you see that, you would probably recognize it. If you saw the symbol in the past, just say that you didn't see it fully or something like that.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, yes, there's reasons. Absolutely.
Luke has openly stated that it's from the Church of Nightfall. You would know that's a lie if you see it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Shit like that. Other than that, that's just all I wanted to say.
As a heads
Time
up,
to give you more trauma.
if Tyrion sees it, there will be a certain amount of like, I don't know, depends on what mental state he's in.
I'm gonna be honest, Luke might just come up and tell Tyrion today because he saw you recognize the symbol.
Like, yeah, but you saw how badly he reacted
Yeah.
when he saw it.
So
Like,
Luke
where
might
he
tell
was
you
like,
because of that, because he was like, "Oh shit, I should probably tell him if he was that," because he wants you to trust
Yeah,
him.
shit.
So he doesn't
Right.
want to think he was lying or like hiding it. So he's probably just gonna come up and tell you. That might be one of the first things I do today.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Sounds good.
That's just Luke as a
Sounds good.
person.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna tell OSL the same
I
thing
need to...
next time I see them, because they saw the symbol in the past. So.
I'm gonna talk to Kanta real quick, and then I have to run to the
Yes.
washroom, and then I'll get in full body and get...
Have fun. Don't fall in. All right. Wait, did I set my speed?
So did we all sleep at like
Remember to set your speed.
Sylvie's house or like?
Yeah, I already
Do
set my
it.
speed.
Please. Goddamn. You're quick.
Did we all stay overnight at your place?
Nix is in the interrogation room. She's one of the crawl-up bodies beside the table, so...
I did a lot of work to my Tempest character's model. I'm gonna use the same model for Metaverse stuff, just because I want to use it more.
Yeah.
But I am excited.
Yeah, they've moved everyone to the interrogation room.
Alright, we should probably go in.
If you could have stayed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony just died.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just remembered. I can move the backpack on this for like a lot of extra materials. I think it has like 2 or 3 on it. Which I might only use 1, but still. More material slots. Because I don't use it. Like, the whole point of the backpack was that Luke was supposed to go in and out of town a lot. Because I had another RP that I was going to go to on Mondays, Aether. I was going to alternate them out, but I've decided to focus more on Wardens than Aether, so... So yeah. I don't think I'll need it.
Are you making dinner? Hmm?
No, probably not. You can make it yourself if you want.
Yeah, this is way going close. That's why. That's why
But, some news for stream that I want to talk about. I think I mentioned it before, but I am joining another RP called Tempest Bay. They're currently on hiatus, so it might be a little bit till they start back up. But it's essentially it's very similar to any Undivided Alternative, but a little more on the post-apocalyptic side than NDA is. From what I've gathered, I don't know fully what they're trying to go for, but regardless, it's fun. It looks fun. It is on Saturdays as well, though. So my plan is, I'm going to be going to NDA. So NDA does a map rotation. They do 3 sessions and then either a mission, no session, break day, non-canon day, whatever. Basically a break day, if you're not in the mission. So I plan to have it where I'll be doing Tempest on the 3rd day of the rotation, so the day before the break day, and then Tempest on the break day again. So I can do 2 NDA sessions, and then 2 Tempest sessions. Basically keep it alternating like that. And because NDA rotates the maps out, I'll still be able to experience every single map, so it won't be an issue. Now, of course, there will be story things that might cause me to have to go a little bit early, or... Not early, I might have to go to the session regardless, or might, like, something like that, obviously, but... It's not like a, Well, still, it's flexible, of course. It's not like it's an actual job schedule. But, yeah, that's the plan. I'm so fucking happy with my Tempest Bay character right now. I'm doing a lot of workshop shit, and it's awesome. So it's gonna be fun. From my knowledge, it's a decently newer RP. Though I don't know for sure, because I obviously just recently joined. But still, they're probably gonna do a guard meeting. I should probably stay around here. But still, it sounds awesome. I have a bunch of friends in it as well that kind of introduced me to it. And so I'll get to roleplay with a bunch of friends, and I'm going to be doing Ripper Doc stuff, so majority of the roleplay, I kind of want to keep the majority of my roleplay to medical / Ripper Doc RP. Now, there'll still be lots more of, like, other than that, but it's not going to be like wandering around as a guard or something. That being said, my character does have a Shadowrun alter ego and stuff, so combat and that sort of shit will still definitely be a thing. It's not just going to be, like, boring medical RP. 100% of the time. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm super excited for it. I want to fucking... I just, like, it's at the point where I'm like, I want the RP now, goddammit. Because I'm excited. Today's gonna be an interesting day, by the way. They said it was gonna be a chill day with nothing planned, but it's probably gonna be depressing as fuck for Luke. And maybe Tyrion. Depending how he takes it. I'm probably going to start with that part. Like, I'm going to try to talk to Tyrion at the beginning of session. So I can get that out of the way and continue the rest of the day. Because I don't want an RP where the entire day is just Luke being stressed. Mainly just because I've had that for the last, like, 3 Warden sessions. And while it is fun to do, like, stress, tense RP, all that sort of stuff, it is fun. It makes the story intense. Sometimes just a chill day is nice. And a chill day in the literal sense, not the quotation RP, totally nothing bad happens type of sense. Has anyone else woken up?
Not yet.
Okay.
Beauty sleep.
I wonder if we're doing a meeting or not. I'll just wait. I'm also getting a cold, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little more raspy. It feels a little more raspy, but I don't know if it sounds like that. But I am getting a cold, so sneezing a lot, all that shit. But yeah, things are gonna be happening. Now tomorrow is Waypoint. I typically don't stream Waypoint. I forget if I did last time or not, but I typically don't because it's a really like calm RP. It's very social, so I play a character that's an author, so I sometimes put like just a video on in the like a show or something on in the background while I'm having the character write. But I think I might start streaming it. If that being said, I very well could have streamed it last week. I forgot. But yeah. So I might start doing it because I'm really enjoying my characters that I have in Waypoint. Because I have 2 characters at the moment. And yeah, I really like them. So I'd like to have them streamed. Because I didn't stream a whole lot of Waypoint back during like the first city, I believe. So I was there during the first and second city, I think. At least the beginning of the second city. But still, I didn't stream much then, and it really sucks because I want to go back and look at those memories, but I don't have those memories. So I think I might start streaming a lot more of the RPs that I go to that I don't stream. Like for example, ATK. I didn't stream a lot of ATK when I was an NPC, which sucks because there's so many moments I want to go back and look at. Then again, I also have to save the VODs too. And the issue with Waypoint is I play a lot of songs from anime in Waypoint because it's not really something that I was streaming much. So the VODs will probably be muted. So that's why I don't really save the VODs for it, but still, nothing I can do about that. So I probably won't be able to look at it far into the future, but... Good morning. Good morning. Do you know if anyone else has woken up? Seems kind of quiet.
It appears not yet.
Yet? I'll get you some coffee. Unless you'd want some tea. Don't think we have here. Yeah. Good tea bag. There you go.
I'm so sorry.
I'll put the sugar
Came out
down
very
here.
delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, the fucking voice that Hex puts on for their character. It's a good voice. It doesn't sound bad at all, but I'm so used to them sounding differently, so it's kind of hard. Like the voice is great, but they're my partner, my boyfriend. So I hear them all the fucking time. So it is weird hearing them in a different voice. So it's not bad, it's just like, I don't, Yeah, I don't think they should stop doing it at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's not bad, it's just my brain hearing someone talk, but it sounds different.
I really enjoyed it actually.
Is it coffee?
How you doing?
Surprisingly up early, I see.
Do you want scrambled or whole?
Scrambled or whole? Bro. Whole egg. I guess, I mean, it's accurate. Like sunny side up or something like that. Technically, it is a whole egg compared to scrambled.
Be sure to get yourself some breakfast at the god place. I'm gonna go check
We're
on
from
the
breaking into the prison and killing someone, and we used our bodies to block it. So.
Oh dear.
Yes, and you will see his arms wrapped, he's got blisters, he's wearing half his armor. Because the rest of it got melted, basically.
I'm sure if another situation
I forget. Did Luke sleep down there? I forget if he slept down there or not. He might have. I forget. I will roleplay it a little bit vaguely.
I just need to get a new set of armor real quick from the armory.
You might need a key to get in there.
Should have key, I believe.
No, the
Alligator
guards.
keys.
I don't. Unless you were given one. I don't think normal guards have one.
Oh,
I was told
well,
that I couldn't.
Last I knew, I had a key.
Okay.
That was a while ago, though, so things probably could have changed since then.
Yeah. I had to be let in by Wolf.
Alright, hold that out.
Like, we have a key for this door.
Do we have keys to the armory?
Don't
Yeah, we do.
What's
Do we?
And if not,
Wolfric told me that we didn't.
An experience of lock picking into a fucking thing.
Well, Wolfric told me that we didn't have keys to the armor. What?
Well, he's the treasurer of the town.
No, I assume yeah,
Keys to
but
everywhere.
I'm talking
Even
about
the keys I'm not
guards.
supposed to have.
We have guards to basically all doors, but only allowed
Why
to
did
be used in
Wolfric tell me no
emergency
thing?
situations
He's the captain.
I was just grabbing a new set of armor. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, when I tried to grab a when I tried to grab a new weapon, he told me that I couldn't.
Grab your shit, come on. Come on.
All right.
Are you gonna grab it or not? I'll lock you out.
I don't need to.
Okay, good.
Maybe I'll have to ask him for clarification. I was told by Wolfric that we don't have keys to the armory. We have keys to that first one, I believe. Like that there, but I don't think we have keys to the actual armory. I feel like we should have pinged and asked, not gonna lie. Because there's a lot of important shit in there for stories, so.
That's why you had to keep upping the ante in our locks over and over and over.
Yeah, because I don't believe we guards have access to it. I think it is, at least Wolfric told me that we don't. I think it is just the captain, lieutenants, etc. For some reason last session, I think during some moment, I think Luke was called a sergeant or lieutenant by someone. And I don't think it was someone like, I don't think it was Wolfric, but it wasn't someone like, it was someone within the guard. I think it was a misslip, but there's so much shit. Misslip? What the fuck is that? Misspeak. Or slip of words. But there's so much shit going on that Luke couldn't be like, that's not me. I'm not going to comment on today, obviously, because like I said, I think it was just a misspeak. I don't think it was intentional. But, I've been promoted. I've been accidentally promoted. Hell yeah. That's just a joke. Yeah, I don't think my character got hit by any of the molten stuff at all. Like, I think he burned his hands, which is why I have this. But other than that, like, his armor didn't get melted. Because I think the other people were literally being grabbed by the person. That's why their shit's so melted. I'm gonna roleplay that Luke doesn't have the energy to eat today. Or at least isn't going to choose to eat himself. So someone will have to get him to. Because he learned a lot yesterday that is weighing a lot on his conscience. And he's kind of waiting on Tyrion. And he's very stressed about that. This fucking map is cool as fuck. I love it. I don't know if they commissioned it or if someone within the roleplay drew it, but it's fucking cool. Even if they commissioned it, they still had to write the lore and write where stuff was, and it's cool as fuck. It reminds me a lot of the fucking Jobush Reincarnation, fucking Mushoku Tensei map. It's kind of laid out in a similar fashion. That's kind of like has the 4 corners and stuff with area in the middle, though it's obviously pretty different, but still. And I just think it looks awesome. The fact that there are actually like cities and stuff, like we have a zoomed in version of Aaron. Or it's not zoomed in, I think it's just the corrected one, because I don't think the big image has the full, like all the, I don't think it's correct compared to Aaron, compared to this one. The fact that we have actual cities, like, I don't know if we've been to like Stone Hall or Port, I think we've been to Port Mercantile or Corvetta City. I don't know, there's one mission where we went somewhere that we needed to take a boat to. I forget which city that was. I assume, maybe it was Ardmore actually. No, I think Ardmore was, there was some story stuff happening recently with Ardmore. Because I remember in the past map, which might be the one behind it, Leafside, the icon for Leafside of where the city was, wasn't by the lake. Like, it wasn't by a body of water. So that's probably why they had to correct it. Because the RP still isn't, like, super old. So they probably had a different idea for where the city was when it first started. Because that was when the change was only recently made. The reason I say it's not that old is because lore stuff and lore changes are probably still being made. Because things aren't so ingrained as they,
Does anyone know if the captain's around?
like, things aren't so ingrained that you can't change anything type thing. Then again, I don't think that will ever be the case, because it is just roleplay.
So let's go see if we can find
The world's not going to explode if you change a map. You just have to update your players and say, hey, we're a little bit busy. We're not busy, we'll change a few things. That's it. Great part about roleplay is it's flexible. But, yeah. Though, then again, if you have a roleplay going on for super long, and, like, the story is so ingrained with the lore that it can be hard to do things, because if you change one thing, then everything else has to be changed and shit like that. Like FT, for example. If they had to retcon stuff in the past with FT, the story would probably change so fucking much. Like, obviously background stuff, things that haven't affected the story are probably fine, but the fucking major shit that affected the story, all of that, would have to change so much. Probably Neon Divide as well is in that situation. Because of how long they're going and how, like, much the lore is ingrained with stuff. That's a good part about new RP, is it can be more flexible. God, I am so fucking cold. Whenever I do RP, I always put on, like, shorts and a tank top. Because the tank top I can clip my elbow trackers to, and the shorts is just so I don't get super sweaty if I, like, move around a lot, like combat. So I always put it on as a just-in-case type thing. But when you're not doing those kind of things, you get cold. And unfortunately, it's not. Well, it's winter where I am. It's Canada, so we got cold winter.
Sitting in the cells still currently, one Miss Marvel. She's invisible and she has requested to have a conversation with Elle. She was asking about that all last night, so if we can find Elle, let him and that lady have a conversation. There might be more developments as the day goes on with the kidnapping, I guess, the reacquiring of the fugitive that was indeed killed in our cells last night. There is an invisible force around here. You're killing our prisoners. Not good. If anybody has information or can find any information about them, let me know. There is one person that does know anything about them. That's a gentleman named Pierce. We need to ask him a few questions about that too. But it's hard to pinpoint who invisible people are. This invisible person could be impersonating this invisible person, so it's up to the creator's hands to figure out if we ever determine that individual. But we also have one Miss Nix still down in the cells currently. We promised her and Layla a conversation after Nick spent the day to calm down because they're having a lover's quarrel, so we need to facilitate that today as well. What else is good? Does anybody else have any memories of yesterday or anything else that happened that we should be informed everybody else of right now? I'm not the captain. Why is he on the roof? Never mind. That was weird. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to share from yesterday? Any information?
Lily and this one no longer stab.
Great. Yes, I did check up on Lily. She said that she is not in pain, which is great to hear. And Tell, you were treated for any wounds, correct?
Yes.
Good.
Tal is so funny. Like, she's cute, but also really fucking creepy, but also really funny.
The miasma individual, yes.
Luca is actually kind of frightened by her because she can be sort of intimidating, creepy, and also sometimes when she's in like an argument or something. At least to him, she always sounds like that she's against him, but she's also pretty monotone. But still, Luke is just a little bit frightened of her. Also, he caused a lot of shit with Luke, like Tal and Lily, I think her name was. No, I believe Tal messed with Luke when he was like really high, like that. But as a character, she's fucking funny. I love the character. I have no clue what she's about though. She's so mysterious. I'd love to learn, but Luke isn't someone to pursue that.
Managed to murder someone that we caught off the boat yesterday. Guy Man,
Mr. Guy Man, yes.
Oh,
it was just such
that one
a
hurt.
day, we didn't have a lot of time.
Oh god, that hurt my like waist. Look.
So,
Weird.
any leads or anything we can follow up
Is
on
that
trying to find out
fucking
who that was that
Mr. Pierre,
Gabi? That's that deep voice.
white fellow, they were sitting here yesterday.
Gabi's so funny. He's just a
So maybe
like
if any of you
I don't know how the fuck he can do what he does, but he's just so many of just crazy shit.
release any information about this individual, but we really need to know because killing prisoners under our nose is just as much of an offense as anybody else, so we need to get information about that if we can. Anyway, Earl is here. They requested an audience with Miss Marvel, I do believe. So is there anything else that we should be on the lookout for right currently? No? Okay, let's get to work. Let's go.
Now time to have a stressful conversation with Darian.
Are required to have.
Oh, hey, look, it's Earl.
You, how did the potion go?
Oh, he's just.
Great. I'm gonna
Hopefully
need
none
you
of
to
this
come
goes
out
well.
I would need.
I mean, hopefully all of this goes well. Hope none of it goes bad. Bro, where the fuck Tyrion? Nah, I don't think Tyrion actually sleeps at the guard barracks. I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't know if I should worry about the clarification of the keys right now. Because I do think it needs to be clarified, because I don't think we're allowed to have it, but the majority of the guards think we are.
If we go under there, people will heal us. Let's go all the way
So... At least from what I was told, we aren't, so there's mixed information. Whether we are allowed to or not is unknown, and that's what I want to find out. Where did Darian go? I forget if he sleeps in the barracks or not. I think he has his own house. I think Vincent might have a new model. I don't remember seeing the hammer. Either it's just the version hasn't used much, but I love it. Looks really fucking cool.
What shall we do?
Just quickly looking around for Tyrion. If he's not if I don't see him while just quickly looking around, then I'm probably just gonna wait inside. Because I think that would be the most likely place that he'd be. I think there might also be a chance that he's down in the cells as well. Because of what happened yesterday. Well, not in one of the cells, but down there, looking at them or something. I could see that. Because he's technically not an official guard, but I believe he still... Well, he's allowed to do guard stuff. Maybe not officially, but he does a lot of guard stuff. He used to be the captain, but he's not anymore. Don't think he's down there. Where would he be? The reason I'm looking for him is because Luke is actively looking for him. Well, I would use the whole, like... What you know, but... Typically he shows up to make breakfast, so that's why Luke is looking around here mostly. This is where he's seen him mostly in the mornings, but... Out of character and character, I have no fucking clue where he lives. I think he lives a little bit... I think he lives on Oak Street, but... Don't know which specific building. Luke would not know that, though. He has not followed him home, obviously. He hasn't really had much involvement with Tyrion outside of what's going on right now. Once he learned the shit that Tyrion knows yesterday, it's a lot more of a... Oh shit, I want to keep your trust, so I'm going to tell you this. Well, I don't know if it's going to go well at all. Like, I genuinely don't know. Like, Tyrion could very well just, like, immediately get violent. Or maybe he will get, like, maybe he'll arrest Luke. I don't fucking know. But Luke's not the type of person, like, he's more scared of him finding out later on. And, like, him thinking, why did you hide it, stuff like that, than he is of getting in trouble from telling him. What? I just heard because you both look like twinks. What? Huh? What's happening? Because I believe this is Oak Street here. But Luke wouldn't know that he lives there, so I probably shouldn't look around there. Because I don't want it to look like Luke is actively searching him out. Even though he is, I don't want it to, like, Tyrion to hop out of his door and be like, hey, why are you out here? Luke is going to try to treat it like, when he just sees him, he's like, oh, hey, I need to talk with you. But I want to talk to Tyrion first, get that out of the way, and then focus more on, like, doing some blacksmithing and stuff like that. Because I do want today to be a chill day. It's just this thing with Tyrion is... I hope it doesn't explode. If it does explode...
Hello. Are you busy at the moment?
Sorry. Kind of, but why?
Well, I have been sent by Sally to go find more guards because we're about to go into these cells and test a potion on our invisible friend that we have locked up down there. And she wants more people posted because you know how slippery she was.
Alright. Do I need to get my armor?
It might be advisable.
Okay.
I'd like to give
go
it
do
the
that.
benefit of the doubt, but you never know.
Okay. Well, maybe not. I always forget the Tyrion first. That's okay. Well, yeah, the eventful, like, sometimes stressful, but more just eventful RP can be really fun. I do want a day of just... I also really like role-playing the mundane things, like crafting, medical, just life things. That's why for the Tempest Bay character, a lot, like, when I do medical roleplay, I want to actually roleplay the whole thing out, because he's a Ripper Dog. So I want to actually roleplay out the whole procedure, not just, boom, roll dice, done. Huge focus to the... I don't know, I like doing this stuff, it's fun. Okay, what's my injury at? 50% fist bruises. Have to make sure I do the same thing on this. I wish I could have a parameter saved between avatars. Like, I wish I could have it... Oh, I already forget what it was. I'm just gonna do 25. Okay, I wish I could have it where if these two avatars have the exact same parameter, then they save between them, type shit. Like you could maybe have a toggle for that. You could probably do it with OSC. I don't think there's an OSC program made for it, but it definitely feels like something that you could do with OSC. I couldn't. Well, I don't know, maybe. I know a little bit of coding, but not enough. Like, I could probably learn it to make something like that. Because the OSC stuff for VRChat's decently easy, because you don't have to set up, like, the port and all that sort of shit. You just have to use VRChat's port numbers and a bunch of other shit. But it's not like you're creating something, like, it's not like you're creating the OSC thing that sends out the stuff. You already have that. You're just connecting it to the game. Now, that being said, I only know a little bit of coding, so it could very well be way harder than I think. But I think if I took a while to learn it, I could do it. Then again, that's just anything.
You. There is food left.
Towel. Just you, and then X is like, me?
Did Simmons report you to the negotiations?
Yeah.
Food.
Said he was told to look
Did
for
he
more
recruit anybody
guards.
else to your knowledge?
I don't know.
No, this one has needed.
Yeah, I'll ask the people. Just wait here. I need to go see how many more guards that we can get for this.
Well, Kaname's up there if you want to ask them. I believe so.
Simmons, how many more people did you get? Good morning, ma'am. Good to see you.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who I can talk to about owning a house or possibly something along?
Yes, one Mr. Gobby, I believe. Small green fella, flies around a lot. Treasurer of the town. Ask him and he'll allocate you a facility.
He's
Promise.
the treasurer. Doesn't seem
Yeah,
alright
the
to
treasurer.
me.
He doesn't, but unfortunately above my pay grade right now. I need to go deal with the situation. But that's who you would need to speak to. Alright, so it's me, Simmons. Let's get going. And you also,
Alright,
sorry.
let's-
Ah, Miss Marvel, she's awake. Great to see it. Good morning, Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel, great news. We got Earl for your conversation this morning.
Okay, and I remove this song from here. It's good for tense, but it's way too like high action tense. I want that like just like horror stress tense, not like full on. Like I need to go back and redo my like this whole playlist.
There's a cellmate, yes. I'm terribly sorry. There was murderers in the cells last night. We had to make sure that everyone was safe, at least in one area. So pardon me for that. Mr. Earl, please come on. Everybody else? Come.
Oh, hello again,
Oh,
Earl.
hey.
I'm so glad to see you on much better terms.
Come on in. Alright, let's all have a seat, shall we? I'm gonna move Miss Nix if she doesn't mind. Yep.
She was snoring quite heavily last night, which was.
I am terribly sorry about that. Would you two like to sit at the table or the seats, maybe? Maybe a bit
I'll
more
take
of a
the
formal conversation. Yeah,
same seat
take whichever one. I'll take that seat, yeah. I'll sit here just to watch over it, but you two may have your talks. Go ahead.
I brought you coffee.
I take it you brought it to me the way that I like it.
Thank you too for standing guard. Oh, and your
No
meal
problem,
is coming
Sally.
too. Fabulous.
Wonderful. Quite first class, if you ask me.
What are our orders on who we let in?
I've noticed. I wonder if they scorch the beans
For the time
during the roasting
being,
process.
I
There's
think we
no
have to
one?
keep this door in particular closed.
I'll take a talk to the system.
Yeah, just make sure they like hand for the bars and don't open the door quite yet.
Yeah.
What about them? Maybe we should just leave both of them closed.
You're in the way.
Oh yeah. You want me to let you in?
I don't know if we're allowed to let anyone in here. Alright, never mind. It's already been done.
So we used.
We are bringing
No one's
food to
getting
our
through this door,
prisoners.
though.
And we
Alright,
Why?
we have to talk to Sally.
Currently have a little event going on in there. Just keep it closed for safety
What's
reasons.
going on, you two?
Food for your prisoners.
Would you want to bring them in?
Please
Don't
do.
care.
I'm quite hungry.
Alright, well, come on in.
Okay.
Real quick, in and out. There's also Miss Nix over there that probably needs breakfast as well, if you don't mind.
What have you brought for me today? Let me see.
Eggs, breakfast sandwich. Same food the guards eat. So appealing.
It's a bit dry, but I'll get the job done. Thank you.
Okay.
Let them out.
Well, the service is first class, but maybe the food could use a little bit more.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go give this over to Nix if it's too roasted for you in my case.
Weary.
She loves it.
Don't not mean to.
It happens.
I guess I'm not that much of a troublemaker in comparison. Anyways, Mr. Earl.
Yes. We took formula, all combined pages, and we modified it. And
Embalmed it too.
bombed it as well. Reverse engineered. Instead of its intended purposes of, well, the enhanced invisibility, in theory, will make that person visible again.
A visibility potion.
2 years in the making. 2 years. Simply done overnight.
Well, Earl, I'm impressed, and so is the doctor.
I take it that Burdock is no longer around either if he had the second half.
I took care of Burdock a long time ago. He gave me a very lavish apartment in Durkaya, and I've been on a retainer ever since, so. A bit of cruel calculus, but hey, it paid my bills. So. I take
Then-
it that you would like for me to use this?
It's only us left. The notes are destroyed. This is it. This here, one for you and one for me. And I believe we're willing to at least barter for your release.
under the condition that you use it.
Of course. The game is over. Why not? Miss Sally, I take it?
Yes,
I know you believe that to be quite funny, but I do recall last night telling you that my circumstances
What I-
prior to this were not great.
I found the bottle moving funny, ma'am. I didn't find anything that you said was funny. I think this is a very brave move you're taking.
I'll use it, Earl. But I have a question before I do. When I was turned invisible by the doctor, I had the first same instinct that you did, where I was terrified by my appearance, or lack thereof, and I immediately thought of the hundreds of thousands of ways that my life was going to be irreparably changed for the worse. But it didn't take very long for me to realize just how much of a gift it was. Truly a gift to move unseen amongst the people. Why didn't you do anything with your gift?
Philosophical tale. Anecdote. Philosophers. Think about. It's called the Ring of Guide. It's the story of the farmer who lived a humble life. Wanted for naught until one day he found the tomb of a giant. On that giant, he found a ring. That ring, when placed on his finger, it turned him invisible. And upon testing it out, and realizing that he had such great powers, he let his ambitions get the better of him. He quickly used his invisibility to gain some bit of, without alerting the public or anyone, of course, gain favor and the king's court, became a courtier, and eventually seduced the queen. Gyges, coming up with a plan with the help of the queen, decided to assassinate the king using his invisibility. And through those acts, he did so and became king himself. And it was said that he was a just king for the most part. But the story that philosophers often use that for is how power corrupts, how I guess the idea of would you do horrible things if it meant that no one would know you were doing them? I just want to live a humble life. I just want to write, to travel. I had no intention, never had the intention to use my condition to hurt people. Getting more tempted. Okay. To use it for ill-gotten means. I don't know, I just didn't want to be like you.
That's quite fair. I could understand why one would not want to be like me. You know, part of me, when the accident happened, I like to think that part of me died that day, and another part was born. And maybe some part of me will come back when I do this. I doubt anybody who I've had any sort of affiliation with underneath this. You know, it's funny, it's a guise, really, this invisibility. I doubt any of them will be able to find me as a visible person. Isn't that strange? Never had any portraits taken of me while visible. None were familiar with my face. Just another lonely nobody in the crowd. So maybe this might all be more invisible. And maybe I'll be able to turn back into that just king or whatever. Just queen in my circumstance.
I was thinking last night, if it was you instead of me who got here, I think you would have fit in this town a lot better. I think there would have been people here who would have found you useful for the most part. I think would even encourage you to use it the way you do. And I don't know, who knows, maybe these people here would also would have taught you a sense of kindness, unity, however, so, but it does make me, I was thinking, I think you would have had a lot better time here than I did. I do miss being a simple person in the crowd. I guess I get that here, but for different reasons.
It's both charming to hear and a bit unnerving to know that a town would have great use for a better part of me wishes to say thief, but really I'm a murderer.
We are definitely not short on that here.
We are trying to cut back.
Earl, my pride says I don't want to commend you, but I do suppose I do have to. On, not restraint, but just being yourself even after all these years. I think that takes a great deal of courage, and I don't believe that you should downplay the fact that you weren't willing to
Are you trying to say something?
use what has been given to you.
Oh, okay.
Anything terrible.
I thought you was trying to say something.
It's counting the number of people can go in the town. 8.
I think she's.
I didn't hear that, but okay.
So, Sukobi, what are you doing? How'd you get through the bars?
What do you mean?
I'll handle it. Continue the conversation.
Bars.
Of course.
They're closed.
They do.
What's
Well.
going on? Yes, the door. Everyone okay? The door.
Now,
I
how
didn't
are
see
these
that,
potions
sorry.
going to work then?
Everything okay over here?
I just
Yes, sorry.
got in.
I did not see the door
I'm
open.
pretty
My
sure the
apologies.
Neither did I.
Mr.
Some
Cubby, did you
additional
meet up
clothes
with
if it's just
that
you
dark-haired lady?
underneath that
That she wanted housing.
coat, but it's meant to be applied on the skin.
I talked to her. We'll get to him later.
Another thing too.
We're almost
it
finished
might
up here. Thank you guys so
do
much for
well
waiting out
to
here.
grant
Very
privacy.
patiently, I appreciate it. It's nice to have 5 minutes to get something done.
Behind there.
I... Alright.
Should also be available. Should also have the means to make you visible instantly if you're doing that.
Are you gonna take yours as well, Miss?
I might hold off for a bit.
Don't let the bug bite you like it bit me, Earl. You said this is a potion?
Lotion. Sorry, it's
Oh, a
it's
lotion.
sandalwood,
Oh.
essentially.
Please don't drink it.
Yes, it needs to be applied upon.
Who's that there?
That is... I don't know who she's a part of this.
Just don't worry about it. It's just someone telling you not to drink a lotion. Don't worry about it.
Sounds like the woman from yesterday.
I know it's not necessarily your MO, but you might do well to apologize to her as well. She was not fairly.
We'll get to apologies after this. I would just like to see
applicable.
her take the potion or put the lotion on the skin and...
Yeah, we can turn away briefly.
Yeah, it might be a little inappropriate, you're right. Let's
If you'd like, that would be great.
Yes, that's inappropriate.
Did you put any moisturizer in this as well? Are there any shea butters, cocoa butters?
Ooh, that would be nice.
Olive oil.
It smells like sandalwood.
Yeah, I think it's just sandalwood. Just
This is
sandalwood.
Something I've never told all of you is that my skin gets incredibly dry having to go around and do all of this.
Ah.
Snooping. But I guess those days are over. No more dry skin for me.
Yeah, I started to notice that when I've been doing a bit more of a elusive night walks, I suppose.
Mr. Earl, if she takes it, I would like for you to take it as well onto your skin. They're showing a lot of faith to be doing this, and to not do it at the same time, I think would be a bad faith thing to do.
No, it's quite alright. Oh my god, I forgot.
Ah, Miss Marble, thank God.
The fragrant
Marble,
smell
may I
of
have a word with you real
sandalwood
quick?
drifts out from inside the cell.
Miss Marble, can I have a scroll? In the terms that you took the potion and decided to, remove some of the things to your assassination life, this is a
You weren't kidding.
deferral of employment. So wherever you go, whatever you decide your next step is, you said that it was really, really hard to get a job on ends. This will hopefully bring along with us wherever your next move is. Wherever you wish to go. I don't know you all that well. This is just a gesture of faith, and I hope that it helps you get on the right path.
Nobody ever granted me this kindness in the life I live, or well, the life I live now, I guess.
I know that it's hard, trust me. Your words didn't go on deaf ears. So, if whatever you decide to go to, have the full backing of at least the guard of your side, then whatever you decide to do, maybe an eligible candidate, and hopefully we'll get you a little further along, maybe some foot in the doors.
At the very least, I'll be able to cut pen nibs in some sort of bureaucratic position, won't I?
I understand that when you come from the life you're living and you're trying to move into something else, that this will hopefully cement a few footholds for you. Anyway, don't let me take you through the conversation. Just hopefully kindness to you goes around. Ow, my foot.
Well, here I am in the flesh now, aren't I?
Then you need something?
I think I'm going to have a harder time adjusting to that than to anything else. You know, you were the only person that knows about that. The blinking. You're the only person that knew. And now you're the only person that knows, period. I'll never know again. It's okay.
Well,
if
it seems like
take the
you're...
potion. Or
Are you
lotion,
sure?
rather.
There was a bit of an agreement here. I'd feel a little better about it.
Like Earl said, while he may feel the pull and tug, if he's gone this long, I can't imagine he can't go on longer.
I agree. Would you like an escort out of town, or would you prefer to walk alone?
I'll walk alone. If you follow me, I'm worried that there could be eyes. And if I just walk out of here by myself...
I was afraid if you went out by yourself, people would be like, "Oh, she's gone," and try to stab her or something. That's the only reason why I suggest.
No, I'm just another face in the crowd now.
I
This
can-
just happens to be all the rage in Jakarta at the moment, so...
Very much so. Alright, well, you're free to go. She took the potion, she's free to go. Let's let her out. Maybe some shoes. Shoes would be great.
You know, I've been walking so long barefoot, I've come to grown accustomed to it. Maybe you'll
Accustomed to
find
it?
some sort of position as a type of ranger, perhaps.
You know, the tail is in least 5 kilometers. It's a little bit that way too. I never asked why though.
Some people say it's the grounding, but I always just did it because, one, it made me, well, obviously less visible, and two, it made me quieter, and three,
Oh, I could see all the benefits, yeah, sure.
you know, I've only ever worn heels once.
I'm gonna get out of my armor.
GM present.
Hello. Just wanted to let the GMs know I'm going to be taking a knife from the kitchen and I'm going to be concealing it on my person. If I need to use it, I will be pinging you.
Okay. Can I just ask what your character's name?
Luke. It's in my
Luke, okay.
Oh shit, forgot to change my status actually.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that.
But yeah. So I'm gonna be concealing it. I don't think I need a prop. Or I don't know how we prefer to do it. Would I need a prop for it, or because it's being concealed, so...
If it's being concealed,
Maybe you should ask.
Yeah, I'll ask.
Okay. God, I am fucking nervous as shit.
Right, I'll be right back with a prop.
Okay. Hopefully the prop is small enough that I can actually conceal it. I'm a little worried about you having to use a prop for a concealed weapon. Might be able to, like, if it uses the pocket system, I might be able to shove it, like, inside the pants, like the mesh. hope no one walks in and sees me, because I'm trying to do this without anyone seeing. I need to find Tyrion as well. I wonder if I'm allowed to just go and they spawn off me, because I think I need to go soon if Tyrion's gonna... I don't know if I start moving, I don't want people to see that I'm being given a prop. So... I'm just fucking nervous about all this. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Soon. I just wanted to grab a kitchen knife. Do I need to ping again? I don't know if I should ping again or not. Because I don't necessarily have a time limit, but still, I want to catch Tyrion before he gets busy. I was planning to do that before all the cell stuff, but I couldn't find him. And I also want no one to walk in here while I'm being given a prop. So... Personally, I think a concealed weapon shouldn't need a... Well, concealed, like, kitchen knife shouldn't need a prop, but still. Because I'm not going to use it to kill someone. It's more of just a... just in case against Tyrion if he decides to pull anything. Maybe I should have pinged urgent, because I'm genuinely worried that Tyrion's going to get involved in a bunch of shit, or that someone's going to walk in. Oh, wait, sure, there we go. Right. How would I conceal this on my person? There isn't really a way to hide it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because there's no pocket system, I don't think. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, wait. Did him just vanish on me? What the heck? I'm trying to... Did Jim just vanish in the middle of a conversation? Did they crash? I didn't see like a someone left notification. Okay. I'm so confused. Could put this in the wall for now, just so I can. So as a player, I don't see me holding it. So I want to hide it. This is the rule that you can't carry a concealed weapon. I don't know. I don't know if that gym crashed or not, because I said I don't know, and then they were gone. I'm so confused. Did they crash or just vanish? I'm confused.
Gym present.
Hello. I pinged a DM earlier asking, because I was letting them know, because I was taking a kitchen knife and I was going to conceal it. They gave me a prop, and I asked them how I could conceal it on my body, and they said I don't know and just vanished, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know if they crashed or something. Because I'm trying to completely hide it right now.
Like completely hide on your person? Okay.
Yeah, like stuff it in the pants or something like that. I'm not going to use it stabbing someone. I'm about to go have a tense conversation with Tyrion. So it's more of just a just in case type thing. So he's going to be concealing it somewhere that hopefully can't be seen, and so we can take
your
it.
hands behind your back without your tracking disappearing. What you can do is you can hide it inside of your body.
It doesn't have a pocket system though. I would need to hold it.
Even though there's no pocket system, you kind of like, you would just like, sort of like, oh, you can't see my hands, but like.
Well, this just doesn't look, this looks like if I'm just doing this the whole time.
Yeah, well, you could do that, or yeah, like kind of like that, yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty obvious.
If you look dignified, nobody will ask any questions.
I don't think Luke would look dignified.
Just say you're gonna chop some onions or something if somebody else sees you along the way.
I'm walking into a room, talk to someone. If I walk in with a kitchen knife. Because it's supposed to be just in case if he pulls a knife with me. Yeah, I was with the kitchen alone. And then I took the knife, and then I'm gonna go find Tyrion.
Else know that you're having this conversation with them?
No one else knows. Not even Tyrion. I'm about to pull him into it when I go see him. Because Luke's going to tell him about his...
Does he know that you're about, like, how... Like, does he know that this, like, tense... He doesn't know anything?
No. Luke's going to go tell Tyrion about the mark on his back, which is one of the marks from one of the crime groups at Barghest. Because Luke saw how he reacted to the crime, one of the crime family symbols on the person that was killed yesterday. And he acted pretty aggressively. So this isn't to kill him, this is a just in case Tyrion pulls a knife on me. Because this is obvious here, and he can't exactly conceal this. Luke is a very nervous, cautious person, so he most likely won't have to use this, but he grabbed it just in case. So that's why I'm trying to completely conceal it.
So... there's two options here. I'm of one mind to go with one option because this is going to be the most like diegetic. It's happening all in the world, and it'll feel really good. And that's you're going into the situation acting like, oh, I was just in the kitchen. I was making some food for myself. I made the sandwich earlier. Like, you can just totally lie.
Well, I roleplayed Luke not being able to cook. And because Tyrion's been teaching. Because I'm going to bring Tyrion to his house. So. I don't know. I feel like if he's holding a knife or going up to talk to someone saying, let's go to your house or go somewhere private while holding a knife. In character, that's going to be very obvious. So.
Well, you said Luke doesn't know how to cook, right?
No, and Tyrion knows that because Tyrion's been assisting him. Like, only reason Luke's been able to cook recently is because Tyrion was there teaching him. But Luke hasn't learned it yet. So, the thing that I thought that I could do is not have a prop for it, because I'm not going to be using it to kill anyone. I'm pretty much never going to be using it as a weapon. It's more of just a thing where if Tyrion if Tyrion pulls a knife on Luke, he'll basically pull the knife to show that I was prepared. But if combat actually happens, Luke's going to pull out one of these. So I'm not going to use it as combat, it's more of just a threatened thing. Like, for example, if Tyrion puts a knife to Luke's neck, like holds him, or whatever, Luke is going to pull it out and like kind of poke him in the back type shit. As it'd be like, I'm prepared for this, don't fuck with me. But I'm not going to use it for actual combat.
This conversation to happen?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm going to go talk to Tyrion and then ask if we can go somewhere private. So it's wherever Tyrion wants to go.
What I think would be cool is if you asked him to help you with some food.
It needs to be somewhere very private, though. This is information that...
That's the thing. You ask him to help you out for a little bit, and then you say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? And then you go with him while you have the knife in hand, and it'll feel natural, because you were just cooking with him, right?
I don't think it would, though. Bringing a knife into a private area. We'll have it... Well, having a,
if you
like...
make it kind of like, hey, look, I gotta talk to you for a second, and then you just take it with you, like you forgot about it. You know what
I don't know. I probably just won't bring a knife, because that just wasn't the kind of thing that I was going for. I don't think Luke would do that.
Okay, alright, that's fair.
I just won't bring a knife then. Just thought it would be a cool thing to have to show that he's prepared because of the crime life he had back in Barghest.
Is Luke trying to break from that?
Yeah, he's trying to break from it, but he's still being prepared because him and Tyrion were actively on opposite sides. Like, the crime families are the people who helped Barghest fall. And Tyrion acted very aggressive when he saw that the person who was killed had the tattoos from the crime families. So that's why he's trying to prepare just in case things get violent.
It could be, if you don't want to bring the knife, a good reason for you not bringing something. You could bring up the idea that you wanted to bring a knife to this, but you told yourself that you wouldn't. But you kept your swords with you just in case.
I don't feel like Luke would do that. He's very, like, nervous and panicked at the moment, so he wouldn't think about being like, maybe bringing a knife is a bad idea. Because, like, yesterday he watched someone die and then all that sort of stuff, so he's acting out of, like...
I have an idea.
Reckless decisions. So if I have to bring a prop to bring a concealed weapon, I'm just not going to bring the weapon.
What if I left this knife inside of the room that you want to be in, and you grab the knife?
I don't know what... Tyrion's gonna take me to the room, that's the thing. I don't know what room.
I'll put it in the room. I'll bring it into the room.
So do you want me to ping you when... Because it would be on Luke's person.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm just not going to bring it. We'll see how things go. I don't think Tyrion would pull a weapon on anyone, but... We'll see. So you can just delete that.
Okay.
And I'm going gonna go do my thing. I kind of feel like a concealed weapon should be okay for that sort of thing, but maybe I'll have to put one on the model then. Because I was kind of hoping that would be a... I don't know, I have to find a way that if he does pull a weapon on Luke, I have to find a way to actually show that Luke was prepared. I don't know, it's my opinion. I don't feel like roleplay should rely on props all the time. Like, yeah, I understand they want people running around just killing people with concealed weapons, but I'm specifically not using it to kill someone. Like, I said that if I have to, like, if combat starts, I'm pulling out one of my actual weapons instead. It's more of just to showcase that he's ready. Because having it just placed in the room wouldn't showcase that he's ready at all. It would just showcase that he saw it and then picked it up. I don't know. No hate to the GMs, but I personally think that's kind of weird. Because a kitchen knife can't be used in combat regardless. I chose a kitchen knife specifically because you're probably not going to kill someone with it. Without, like, actual skill with knives. Like I said, no hate to the gems, just... Personally, I think that's kind of a weird choice. I wonder where Etarian even is. I tried looking for him the entirety of the morning as well. I know Coyote's here.
You're right. You're right. That's on me. If you would like to go any
I'm gonna repeat myself one last time. When I say that, I don't mean to put any shade on the DMs at all. I think they're doing great.
I mean, you hear
I guess it's just my personal opinion about that situation. Because I would have let someone have like a concealed weapon that isn't a prop, as long as they, out of character, promise, and that it's a rule they're not going to use it for active combat.
No, not really.
Or out of pocket systems of map. Because then I could have like put it inside the mesh of my like pants or something and had it go with me. Like that's the type of stuff we do in NDA because it's got a pocket system. I can understand where they're coming from with it. Like I said, I wouldn't want someone running around with a concealed weapon killing people either. But I mean, like, the person going around invisible stabbing people, I didn't see a prop float around, so it's the same kind of thing. I just don't think everything should be relying on, like, in-map stuff. Because that makes roleplay way too structured. Like, big part of roleplay is that it can be flexible. So having everything have to follow the in-game map stuff means that you can't... I don't know, unless you add it to your model, which I can't do last minute. I don't know, I had that issue with NDA before where I wanted to use the cameras that were around my place. Because there definitely would have been cameras set up in a gun shop. But the only cameras they let me use was the in-map, the ones that were shown in-map, which was kind of weird. Just kind of weird, because it was a, I don't know, it's a gun shop, and there wasn't a, I feel like if I roleplayed putting cameras up, I don't think they'd let me do that, because it's not in-map. It feels too structured. There needs to be some degree of flexibility in roleplay because of how unpredictable it is. Like, I guess I'll just add a knife to Luke then. Because he's not going to actively use one for combat, but if I'm not able to have a concealed knife in case of those moments without it being on the avatar, then I'm just going to put it on the avatar. Just because Luke's in a very like panic, cautious state, so he would be taking those kind of things with him. So I don't have to add another material to the model though. So I'm already almost at max. I'd have to delete the backpack, which I'm pretty sure I can without losing much, but still, in case I have to use it. Just, I don't know, adding a whole material for such a small thing. I'm trying to think of if he does pull a knife, how can Luke show that he was prepared? Because the swords wouldn't do it because he carries that around everywhere. I wanted to show Tyrion that Luke was prepared for this thing specifically. Because Luke is just human, so he can't pull out like a magic thing. So this sort of shit, where he's hiding like knives or something, that's the best he can do. So, that's why I wanted to get that figured out. I have a few ideas how I can do that if something happens. I have a few ideas I can do that via talking, though. I don't think it's gonna come to it, but with how Luke saw how, well, especially Coyote telling me that he got very violent with when singing it, Coyote made it seem like something like it could get violent. I think out of character, he made it seem like that. So, and Luke saw that with his own eyes, meaning he's trying to be over-prepared just in case, because he's experienced the life of like crime with the crime family stuff. Well, yeah, he didn't like kill people firsthand and stuff. He still knows the type of things that happen. He doesn't know whether Tyrion is part of a if he was part of the crime family or if he was against it, because Luke just saw him get angry. That was it. So whether he was part of it or not, like the whole thought process with Luke is like, what if he was part of the crime family? That means he would probably do something shady like that. And then there's the other side of me, like, what if he's against it? Which means he's dealt with them before, which means he knows the kind of shady tricks they can do, so he might try to pull them back. Just that whole thing. There are multiple ways we can go, like, Luke goes about this, because there's so many unknowns. So being over-prepared, I think, is important for Luke. So that's just RP. You gotta work under the rules of the RP. As much as I would love to have a concealed weapon kind of showcase that Luke was prepared, I just had to find another way. Does mean I have to do a little bit more avatar work if I want to do that again, though. Which I might end up doing that. Because I don't know, I feel like there's too many situations where Luke might get a knife pulled him in the alleyway or like held by the throat, like a knife to the throat type thing, and he can't do anything about it because he's just human. I can't pull out superhuman powers. I hope I don't have to compensate like everything that can't be done in the world with my model though. Like, I understand there's a lot of things, like the amount of fishing rods, for example, that doesn't really matter too much. Like, there's only a certain amount of fishing rods in map, but there would probably be more in the actual city. Like, that doesn't matter. That's pretty small. You can probably theater of the mind that. But if it's stuff like a concealed kitchen knife, for example, then that's... Hopefully that's the only thing that I have to do. Only thing I have to put in the model. If I even do, I don't know. Like, it would fit Luke really well because of how cautious he is, but I don't want to have to add all that stuff to the model all the time. But I have a few ideas of how I can talk my way through it to still show that he's prepared. I don't think Luke would be much of a talker, unfortunately, but I'm kind of forced to roleplay that way. Luke would definitely take the more violent route before trying to talk his way through it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, for sure. Ugh.
Have you seen Tyrion at all in
sorry.
here?
No, Tyrion is not around here. Last time I saw him, he
Okay.
was on 3. On D3.
Alright, I'll go look there. Would it be worth it to add a knife to the model just in case? Because it's not something he'd be using all the time. But it's something I want him to be prepared for. Like, I don't want like Luke to get held, like a knife held to his throat and then he's just useless now. It's like with his life and experience within the crime families, I want him to show that he actually learned from that. Tyrion, are you able to hear me? I guess. Hey, Tyrion, are you awake?
I am now.
Sorry for waking you. You're on a tree.
I am.
Would you be able to speak at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
You're on a tree. Why were you up in the tree?
To stick the landing.
Sleeping.
You know, it's actually surprisingly quiet up there. And I haven't been getting much of a good sleep at night anyways, so... What can I do for you?
Would we be able to speak somewhere private? I don't really know of anywhere specific, but...
Sure. Docks are private enough.
Sure.
Right. Sorry. Like I said, I haven't exactly been getting much sleep at night. It's nice to get a bit of a nap.
Well, apologies for waking you up then.
It's fine. I can find myself getting a decent nap now, then I suppose that bodes well for later. What's going on?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I wanted to, well, ask about last night.
Oh, the investigation, yes.
Yeah.
Is this a official debriefing?
No. I don't believe you're part of the guard, so.
Well, not anymore.
It was more about the way that you acted. You acted differently from the others.
Yes,
More
well,
angry.
When I found the body, when I saw what was on it, I was angry and scared. It's not much of a secret at this point that my hometown is biased. And
yeah.
I didn't leave under the best of circumstances. So when I saw that, and the implications that a member of one of the gangs died here, I was scared that a lot of the things that I left behind were going to come here to hurt people here.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask, what exactly happened in Bargast? I spoke to a few others, and, well, they said it fell, and some of them talked about it like it was more than just that. Well, at least Otto did. I got no details, though.
Bargast.
Other than that, it was violent.
Myself and a few others here were part of the Bargast Guard, a contingent of it called the Shepherds. We looked after the citizenry, kept them safe. I was a lieutenant in the guard there. My captain, Captain Derek Scorn, is somebody that I was very close with. He was practically like a father to me. Over the last couple of years, Bargast has gotten worse. More and more crime, and that was largely derived from the crime families. They consolidated power, began to work together far more than they ever used to, even despite the internal politics and rampant killings.
Did they cause the fall as well?
No, that was Scorn. I don't know exactly how long he's been at it, but for at least the past 5 years, he had been pulling the strings to orchestrate the rise of the crime families. I don't know why.
So they were involved then.
One thing I know of Derek Scorn even to this day is that not a single one of those families could have put enough pressure on him to make him flip.
But you said he used him, though.
He was doing...
Like, he used them. He rose them up, stuff like that. So they weren't the culprit. Were they still involved?
Yes. He played both sides. Pitted them against one another constantly. Chess moves. Back and forth, making sure that neither side got too strong. Until I don't know why he wanted to take control, not really, completely, but it wasn't the guard that he wanted in power at the end of the day. Not the government. So he boosted up the crime families when it got to the point that he could get them to win.
How?
He...
Well, I don't need all the details, but how long before the fall do you think this was happening? Like, behind the scenes?
Years. It wasn't...
Oh, shit.
It wasn't in so much a mass call for insurrection, though, within the guard. It wasn't outright like that. It was just scorn being charismatic. Some, he used the carrot. Promises of greater fortunes, personal wealth, safety, hell. That they'd be making the city a better place, I guess. And others he used the stick, blackmail, coercion. I don't know how many years he was at it, but by the end of it, he'd either eliminated everyone that could be a threat to him, or had them in such a position that he could twist the knife. Some stayed to work for him. Most died. And a few of us got out. As to how many years, I don't know for sure. Couple, at least. Probably more. But very likely more, given how well it all went off for him. Why?
You said people died, correct? Like, people who worked with him, stuff like that. Probably citizens as well.
Those that he didn't have eliminated somehow before the fall took place. The fall isn't the entire war. That was just a conflict, a series of conflicts with the god and the crime family, and things were getting worse, but the fall was the last bit. He pulled in everybody still loyal to the guard, or at least we thought were loyal to the guard, and had one last chance to strike out at the strongholds of the crime families. Fed us some information that they'd be all in one place. By the time we were in the jaws of the trap, it was too late. Those he managed to convince to flipped. Those that were already loyal to him slaughtered those that he had identified as problematic. I'm good. Eva's good. My kiss is good. But had he not wanted us, I wouldn't be here right now. None of us would be. Why are you curious about this? Were you...
I grew up in Barghest with my mom. Not my entire childhood, but well, pretty much most of it. I was asking around yesterday because I was worried for her. I didn't even know the fall happened. My father, well, kept all that information away from me. He did that with pretty much everything.
I'm sorry. what we're calling the fall is something that we, the survivors, called it. Inside Barghest, from what I'm hearing, they called it a failed coup, that the Guard itself tried to rise up and Derek purged the insurrectionist elements. And in the name of the safety of the city, he took over.
I'm just worried that she died. I don't know, I haven't been there for a while.
Was she a member of the Guard?
No.
Then I'll be honest. She's probably fine. Got me?
What's up,
I
gang?
don't know about that.
So,
How we doing?
discussing something.
Yeah, we're
personal?
just talking.
Right.
Okay.
And he's gone.
Where was she? Or where do you think she was?
Would I be able to show you something? Do you have anywhere else that's more private? Maybe inside? If not, then it's fine here, but...
What is it?
I... Fine. He's just gonna... not gonna take the shirt fully off, but I don't... on the model, I don't have an option for it.
Pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to pull it off and show you this.
That's... Listen.
You can hate me as much as you want, but that's why I'm worried. But not only just that, I'm worried that the things that we did led to the fall. We didn't do them intentionally to hurt people. We had no other choice.
I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to be honest with me.
Okay.
Do you have any loyalty left to that?
Like I said, we just did it to survive. That's all. We didn't have a choice. We weren't some nobles, nothing like that. My father was barely even home, due to his stupid beliefs. The only choice we had was to turn to that for money, for survival. Other than that, it was just starve.
Look, I would be a hypocrite if I said that I didn't understand. I grew up on the streets, I know. If I hadn't been picked up by school and give it a couple more years, I probably would have been in the exact same spot. And I know how persuasive they can be. And I know what it's like to want to just survive. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry you didn't have a choice. So no, I don't hate you for it.
Do you think...
I don't know if your mother died.
do you think that I and my mother assisted with it all? We assisted in, well, what you call the fall. Do you think that happened? That we're partly responsible for all that violence? People dying. I was only just a kid at the time, so I didn't grasp the whole situation. My mother may have, but she never told me.
Thinking like that is only going to drive you crazy.
But how can I not?
And surviving. Take it from somebody who is still struggling with the idea that he could have stopped all of this. It will drive you mad to engage with that fully. You couldn't have known. And even if your mother did know, I find it hard to believe that anybody could have understood what strings were being pulled. Truly. I don't think I still fully understand the full breadth of it. There's still so much I don't know. But what I do know is that even if you did, it doesn't matter. Not if you're trying to do different, not if you regret it. There is a time in my hatred and in my weakest moments that hell, you just sharing that with me, I might have cut you down. That would make me a monster. Truly.
I don't...
Not the kind of person I want to be, not the kind of world I want to help build.
I just don't... I know I wouldn't be directly responsible, but I don't want even any of it. I'm not a soldier, I'm not... Every time I talk about this sort of stuff here, everyone acts like they're used to it, or tells me to be used to it, or just get over it, don't think like that, but I've never even killed anyone. How do you get used to the thought that maybe you assisted with it? That's... I know it wasn't directly, but... Still... Is it normal to get used to those things? And if it's not, then why does everyone around me just tell me to shrug it off? Or why do they all act like it's normal? Person died in the cell and half the people were joking with each other or getting mad at each other for being stressed. Someone just died, that's going to happen.
Yes, but if it clouds your judgment and stops you from doing things to prevent it from happening again, that's when those emotions can be troublesome. No, I don't blame you for having those emotions. And it's different for every person. I'm a tough person to ask about that. School tried to train me to not feel it. But over time I realized that not feeling it only made me colder. And I think you realized that too. Realized that I wasn't at my best when I wasn't feeling it. There's a line, for myself at least, and I don't know about for you, but you can harness it, use it to be stronger, use it as a drive to do better. But if you grasp it too tight, like a coal, it'll burn you. The reason why people tell you to get over it is because one, they don't want you to have to hurt from it. They'll try and pass it off as normal, so that maybe you'll just continue on. And the more one person is feeling it, you never truly get over it. You just become used to it in a way. I can't better describe it than that. But it starts to hurt more when somebody that isn't used to it is reacting. So they try and stop it.
But how?
Try and tell you to be.
How do you stop it?
It's a trick. You can't. Not really. Some people turn to pastimes, to the things that they care about, focus on that, drive it away from that feeling. Others embrace it, lash out, make themselves stronger, train.
Excuse me, Tyrion. I was wondering if your wife is about today. I've received a reply on a topic she'd asked me about some time ago.
I'm afraid not. She's still out.
I see. Well, please inform me when she is back available, I suppose.
Of course, I'll send her your way.
Conversation.
Thank you. Everybody copes differently. Everybody finds something that works for them. Or, at least, helps them. It's the mark of somebody that is... It is normal to feel something about it. Those that don't are the ones that I am more concerned about.
If it's been a day, then I believe I should be able to identify it.
I'm sorry.
You know, monsters are so much easier to kill than a person. It's easier to feel nothing.
Take it from somebody who has had some real realizations when it comes to that sort of thing. The definition of a monster is a bit of a trap. Somebody can be a monster, or something can be a monster. That doesn't make them evil, or wrong, or bad. It's just what they are.
Yep, this is fine.
Don't
can
think I
swim.
understand.
Some of my best friends are monsters.
Yep. Okay, ladder's over there. That's fine.
It's a lot, I know.
Oh. Thank you for the talk and not
Let's go tell.
trying to kill me.
Interrupt, sorry.
Wouldn't do that.
Hopefully there's nothing that'll bite me in the water. It's fine.
And, for what it's worth, if you need help with...
Points over to the ladder over there.
I'm getting information out of there.
Me? What do you mean?
I'll do my best to help.
I mean, I could
I need to know if she survived or not.
Me.
And I will do everything I can to find out.
If you need help, just ask. Because while,
I mean,
like I said,
sound like a little
I know I'm not directly responsible, but
something of me.
still a little bit there.
That heavy.
And I want to do something, even if it's just in the background. I know it's not my
And
war.
at some point I will ask.
So,
Yeah, alright, let me do a run. I'll do a run.
yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about.
Thank you. And thank you for trusting me to share that.
Thank you as well. You just didn't seem like a person that would do anything stupid.
I've done plenty, stupid. I'm just trying to do better.
You might want to stay away from me for a while.
Well,
Did you
it's
have
working.
need of me?
Yes. Are you from Barghast?
Yes? Why?
Alright. just needed that to break through, see if you could tell the truth. This family crest, it's a crime family. Do you recognize them, and what stories do you know?
Oh god, that's gonna be a GM question. Oh, okay. Oh, hi! Hi! Hi, GM! Jesus, okay.
He's been following me for about half an hour.
Yes, I do. Where did you get this?
One of the bodies in my morgue have that tattooed onto their body. One of the recent murder
I can probably
victims, of
tell you
course.
more about that in a little bit.
Yeah, well, no, I was there. I was the one that identified the tattoos initially. Yes, they are one of the crime families. What do you want to know about them?
I want to know why he was killed, which is why I want to know more about this.
You and me both. I have my theories. I don't have anything concrete.
Shoot your theories.
There was information that a member of the crime families would be passing through the area. There are a few of us that would be interested to talk to an active individual. Such a group. So, during the night when they were supposed to be coming into town, we found out there was a lot of new people in town that night, but we wanted to determine. There was one other person that claimed to be from August. I believe they should also be in your morgue.
The other person in my morgue did not have any crest or anything such.
No. But they were using a story of being from August. This person that was there was claiming to be a priest from August. Close enough. But the tattoo indicates that they were, yes, a member of one of the families. Or at least previously. There are two options that I can think of. Option one is that this individual was trying to get away,
A shark is a fish, right?
trying to escape.
I guess possibly it's
And
lives
that
on
the
the water.
family sent somebody after them.
And doubt it can breathe air.
Possibly so, yes.
You're probably gonna have to ask Amelia.
Option number two
Good point. Where's
is that they were an active member.
Also, Monday, carry a dead wolf on my shoulder. We probably need to, stop
And
tripping on
there
me.
is someone after those people. Two options, neither of which we have enough information to say which one is true or not. All we know is we have a dead member. The first killing, I think, was because they claimed to be from there, and our assailant was... covering their bases. This is all conjecture, guesswork, though. I don't have enough information to say one way or another.
That he's dead yet?
Correct. You fucking jinxed it now.
Trapped in a body. Rusted
Jinxed it already.
Could say he's survived. Why purring? Just to capture the...
Word is spreading. So I just don't know how much in town, but I'd be surprised if it's gotten out.
That immortalized forever.
Or at least it's going to get into people that actually care about him.
If the assailant has already dealt with their target, and it was their only target, they are long gone by now. I don't see any reason.
There's no harm in saying so, though.
He's never really a big fan of that helping me.
No, I suppose not. And on the off chance that it can be used as bait, then I suppose they can use it.
We could have some of the medical say that they just saved him. That it's a miracle that he survived.
I don't think that would work.
I'll be up in
That,
I'm not going to try to deal with the spreading of that's...
if I can interject.
If you want to share, but...
If that is the only play to be made,
I don't think that would work. The
Yeah, they're
knife,
all right here.
the knife that was used was poisoned in some way.
You see a very,
I think
very
What did you
they
say?
knew.
partisan just of Tyrion.
The knife that was used to kill him was poisoned in some way.
Good night.
No, I'm talking about the second time.
This is an old
That one wasn't poisoned. It was the same knife.
The
The
second
wound
one
looked
was
the same.
poisoned.
given command of the shepherds.
They must be very tired after what just happened.
Oh, then they were there when we checked the body and confirmed that they were dead.
And to see you change. August.
For the first body, probably.
No, they were definitely there in the second one.
The articles you'll see in here. Then talk about the fall.
I didn't see them, but I felt them.
Pretty much how the town went into
It was like they were there.
for a day or so. Crime family.
There's still a chance, seeing as there's necromancers around.
That
Looked like Jakaya was going to intervene at one point.
could
and then
work.
I learn new things every day, and then they can just confuse me more.
Came through with a new vigor. More troops, well-equipped, and cleared the shit sucks in a single night.
Tell me about it. I'm still confused about the thing with Lynn. I thought we couldn't feel that kind of thing.
There's one more.
I don't even know what kind of thing it is he feels.
It's a puppet piece. People's opinion.
Connect to
After Lord's going to control the Bargast, they wanted to know where it went wrong. A lot of blame fell upon the young guard, the shepherds. The naivety made them susceptible to failure.
Wait, how old is Lynn?
Tyrion, what's on that?
What's up?
Yeah, this is
Like young in our standards.
What else does it say?
Young enough, really young enough.
Later on, you see a situation of
double digits.
Scorn being given the title of Lord.
Numbers
Control of Bargast for his merits.
You're in quadruple digits, so I understand.
Okay,
And it seems that even the Draconian house still has its representative on the board.
It's news articles confirming most of what we've known. The way the public receives the fall. And history.
Oh, that's fair.
You've done your homework.
I've never experienced it, but...
Oh yeah, I do Where'd that you get every time I those? find a clue. The library.
Those were in the library?
Yeah, they were in the library.
Didn't even know they had written articles about us.
How
Fucking goddamn it.
how often do we get just stuff, basically?
They said bing bong.
Because to most people that would just be
Hopefully
considered
you get
stuff.
all the updated practices.
So, look, Scorn has been crowned Lord. We're having re-established control of the situation. And the Dracanian Empire is pleased.
Is Bargast into Knockmar?
No, it does not Knockmar. Oh, actually, is it Knockmar? Oh shit.
It runs into
It runs in the-
so
yeah, it runs the border.
So effectively, Bargast itself is the city that is under that mountain where it is on the map there. But the Bargast tunnels run through that entire mountain range.
And it goes into, it's in between, really.
Yeah. It's not their territory, but they do march it because it's effectively an extremely beneficial trade route.
Okay, so basically the question is, does our Baron, is he over Bargast?
His territory would run over, his territory would run over some of the tunnels, but technically speaking, those would be his territory. territory disputes with Bargus were always very strange. It would go back and forth, and depending on who the Baron was and which side had more leverage was who technically controlled it. It got very messy very quickly, and the Dracaean Empire had to step in to adjudicate on more than one occasion.
Do you know who was over before we left?
The Dracaean representative in the artist rendition of the lording is the same one that was there when you were in Bargist. It's the same Dracaean representative there.
Oh, also, for anyone in this little circle, I am battered and bruised, like as an out of character note.
Get into a scrap.
Oh. A bit of a landslide out past the cave to Nogmar. Decided to have my run this morning and got stuck. I'm fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had a Mars look. Patched me a little bit.
Good. Yeah. Listen, that representative there, that was the same one in the house. When the crime family started to consolidate all of their power, they started to form blocks within the Bargus government. There's a certain number of seats in how the government was run. There was a certain number allocated to the public sector, to those that were elected by the different districts, and then there's a certain amount that were gifted by the crown. Those were the basis by which the crime families gained their power. They were once merchant houses. They formed blocks of political power, and then they started coercing or buying out the public seats. And that Dracaean representative has been there pretty much my entire lifetime. As far as I've been a guard, was a guard. If he was in on it, they rather...
So,
thank you for this, by the way. This has been most illuminating.
So the question I have is currently, who is the Baron over Nogmar?
Over Nogmar?
Sorry, Bargus.
Bargist? There is no Baron. There's Lord Scorn. Technically, I suppose that would make him the Baron, but...
If that's the case, surprising that he is separate from the three.
Bargist was always a special case. Given its position and everything, it was more trouble than it would be worth to assault. The government of Dracaea knew that, and as far as Scorn explained it to me, it was why we got the setup we did. Why, effectively, there was an actual government there, and not a barony under the crown. Hell, we had a mayor. The elections.
I mean, we at least had a mayor.
Bargus got a longer rope than a lot of the other places in Dracaea. It's too bad we used it to hang ourselves with.
All of the people that were killed here. I know one of them had those tattoos. And one of them was saying they were from Bargus. Did they both at least claim that they had ties to those crime families?
The first one didn't.
But he said he had debts.
All they said was debts, yes. But that was to somewhere else. We found his journal. Actually, I think I still might have it. I can't remember the exact town, but it was north of Bargus, far north.
So are they just going after people from Bargus, that's it?
I think the story matched up well enough that the assassin or the assailant or whatever was covering
it. It was targeted.
But then there would be plenty of other people that they would have went after, wouldn't they?
Maybe. Why is Layla in her armor?
She's been in her armor all day. Yeah.
I know something. Something going on.
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, she's been training like at some point Amars wants to do some range training with her, so that might be part of it. Oh no.
Maybe I should get the sword, actually get some work done.
Well, I have
Look.
a task for you actually. That's why I'm over here.
Right.
Yeah.
First, I don't see the harm if you run it by the guard.
I wanted to interject in that.
We might be able to track this person down.
No,
if
but
they're still in town. It's a long shot, but it's the only play that we have.
there's a higher chance of them knowing that they're dead or not. What if we used different bait?
If you say what I think you're going to say.
I mean, I have the mark. It would be hard for them to think we're lying. It would be impossible. I want to do something. You know what I said earlier?
You have the mark?
I'm also in the guard. Meaning, I have connections, all of those things. We could easily set up some sort of defense. They've also seen me around there as well, so they would know I'm not just some person they made up. I was there by the murders as well, so...
Based on our theory, it's a theory, is if you can claim they told you something. Something important, something that you needed to share with the town. Actually give them reason to draw them out. If you do this, though, there's no coming back.
Well, what if they learn that... I watched you inspect those tattoos. If they know that someone else from one of those families know that one of them has been killed. You said it yourself. You would worry about information getting back.
That's assuming that's what it was.
Well, if they're covering their bases, then they're not just going after the families.
It's your call to make. I just don't want you throwing yourself on the pyre because you think...
Be very careful.
Don't get yourself killed.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it alone.
Get yourself killed.
I can speak to the guard. I would just need your word. People like Ava might want to kill me. I don't know how they would react as much as you.
I will talk to Eva. My sister is a very good woman. But she is also very driven by honor.
That's what I'm worried about.
If she's going to kill you, she's going to tell you.
Oh, she would tell you straight to your face. And
Yeah,
in
yes.
that moment, there would be time to intervene.
That's what I don't want. I don't want that trust lost. I don't care if I can defend myself or not.
Hate to say it, but secrets come out eventually.
That's why I don't want it to be a secret.
All right then. Then I suppose you have your path forward. You have my blessing. Not that you really need it. I'm not.
Fine.
I'm not God anymore.
Next time I see Ava, I'll tell her, and then... maybe if I see Wolfric today, I can bring the idea up to him.
You two, I think, would be a good pair to work on this. You have already found far more than I've managed to track down so far. And that was kind of my thing.
I'm just good at investigating. Yeah.
We'll have to swap tactics at some point.
I'm still surprised we have those newspapers in the library. Like,
there's something about this.
I mean, we get news from all around the world. It's just how late it comes in.
One more thing. Amelia, the night that we fled the fall, did you see
I was already
any of those
gone.
other soldiers? Right, you were gone. You got out before it happened.
Yeah, I left like a
Squat.
week before you.
Hold on a second. I need GM. Because there's
God.
one bit of information. Can I the article on the fall? Do you have it? Or was it of it?
Oh, good. It's in.
Thank you. Something about this bothers me a lot.
Team presence.
Hi, Ames.
Hi, Lucia.
I know Capo was helping me with some of this, but they have some articles I want to
Capo's
through.
here.
Huh, hi,
Well, I'm
both of
behind you.
Yeah, he stalks us.
Hello.
Yeah, he stalks
Oh,
us.
two gods. How lucky am I? So in the article about the fall and everything like that, the well-equipped soldiers, Tyrion didn't see well-equipped soldiers during the fall, so that had to have happened after. Is there any information on how well-equipped? Is there any pictures? Anything? Artist renditions?
What you see, this is definitely, you see what people have deemed the march. It is not accurate. They'll even say this is just what their belief is, what they've listened to by description. And what you see is basically full plate clad soldiers. Well armed, well polished armor. New. Something that doesn't seem within the normal guard's budget. Some of them are carrying firearms. Flintlocks.
It's easily something Scone could have set up with how much time he's had.
Maybe. He would have had to have been keeping it in a stockpile somewhere. And Scone was good, but we were investigating everything we could. How could he
Define
have this much?
everything. Could it have been outside of town?
Maybe, but it's any of the normal places he would have been able to store equipment like this, and we were hemorrhaging funds and equipment by the end. We were a shadow of our former selves.
And that's probably why where some of the money went.
But it's not just that. The Barks Guard didn't. Plate isn't that helpful in a cave. There's a reason why most of us, most of the time, didn't use it. Nikeus preferred lighter setups. I did too. Some of the Knight family, or Knight adjacent families, Lord-ish families like Eva, would use plate, but it wasn't common. It was loud.
Do you think they're planning to...
Slow.
Might have
I
been
mean, it
partially
seems
a
like
show.
this was a show. Yeah, let's never mind it.
What we just said.
Yeah, wow, that's
Oh, yeah.
Vein Cell.
Yeah.
Vein Cell.
This is a show of force. This is a show of force that the Guard is well funded, is well backed now. But if the Dracayan Empire didn't step in until after the fact and lauded him for dealing with this situation, the crime families, I don't care how well connected they were, they didn't have this level of equipment. Not this uniform, not this consistent, and firearms? Where the hell did he get this?
Haven't we heard that he's getting firearms recently?
Now, yes. Now he is. But then, nobody had firearms, and you can bet the crime families would have been using them if they did.
Why would he?
Infrequently. Something's not right.
Why would they be trying to show force?
Get this equipment.
They're trying to show off that they... They're trying to show off that they got that equipment. If they're trying to show off force, they're either trying to gain some sort of reputation or scare someone off.
Yes.
So...
Yes, reputation. Stability.
But why would it be in the news then if it was just stability? That was very clearly written.
There was an issue, and that news article is saying that they fixed it.
Yes.
But
remember, not everybody knows the truth of what actually happened.
I mean, there was. That news article also said that there was an issue.
Yes. None of that. That's not the important part in this instance. Effectively, whatever political ramifications is happening as a result of this is not something we can deal with. They're not going to believe a bunch of guards that got ousted because, frankly, they believe that we tried to stop the coup. No, what I'm worried about is how did he get this equipment? And if this is the standard for them going forward, where is he getting it from?
I mean, if that's the standard, then
Maybe Lyndon? Or like the Dracaya Kingdom would have connection to them. If they made him Lord, then he's...
The Dracayan representative is the same one that stayed.
Lyndon and Dracaya are at war, unless I'm wrong. Or no. We were staying out of it officially. We being Aaron, Dracaya.
Yes, but Lyndon exactly doesn't. Whoa, hold on. Are you saying that this was? How would I be able to tell if this is Lyndon Make?
Vincent might be able to.
Monday, Vincent.
Can I keep this?
I guess that's fine. It's libraries. Oh.
Yeah.
When you're done with it, just give it back to me.
True.
I'm gonna leave.
Thank you.
Living people talk too much.
I'm just confused why they would use a show of force with stuff like plate. Because
I mean,
they could easily have done that.
Itself shows stability. It's.
But not to guard a town.
It's expensive, is what it is.
Yeah, but so are the guns. They didn't need to go that far.
And the guns are what I'm more concerned about, because that's a level of technological leap.
So it feels like they're not just trying to show stability, but show to the people around them, basically instill fear, intimidate. Way to show that if you attack us, we could attack you with much better force. So what if the people that have been getting killed are people who have information from Vargas that they're trying to not let get out? Because one was claiming they were from Vargas.
Yes.
The other one was some sort of scholar or something like that. He kept carrying a book around and had a really big guards to him. They were trying to get on a boat. They were desperate to get on a boat. Where is that boat taking to them?
The one that was murdered yesterday was part of the crime families.
I know. I was there.
Yes. We're all circling through the same information. Yes. My point is yes, I agree. And it lends credence to your theory of what you could try and do. I agree.
I'm just trying to figure out, maybe
that's your call to make.
Maybe wherever that boat was going, we could get a lot more information. Because they were desperate to get on that boat, scared almost, even before we said anything about... Even before they knew they were on threat. Maybe...
Okay.
Maybe we could have an ally.
That's a good lead to follow.
Yep. Talk to Wolfric about that.
I will.
We'll have to get the shipping manifest from Gwyn.
It's going to the colonies.
They'd probably be able to tell where they're going.
Were they Corsairs? No, we had Corsairs coming a bit ago, but was that ship?
No, not these.
Those were Corsairs.
Okay.
Believe me, that's a whole other can of worms. What is it that you wanted to talk about, Amelia?
I'm gonna go speak to Wolfric about both the ideas I have.
Good luck.
Have any of you seen Blake,
Let's see if he's here. Honestly, I'm tempted to do the same. After this stuff, I'm tempted to head off. Oh god, it's really early though. I don't know if I'm gonna head off that early. We'll see. I kind of just want to chill more. We'll see how this goes though.
Team present.
Hello, I'm trying to knock for Wolfric. See if I can try to get his attention.
Ah, Wolfric.
Yeah.
One moment.
Captain, I'd like to speak with you about, I guess, important matters.
He'll be with you shortly.
Okay. I said that I'm tempted to go to bed early. I don't know, not go to bed. Sorry, tempted to end RP early. Not sure how early, but really depends how this stuff goes because it is almost 10. So if I got off RP soon, it wouldn't necessarily be too early. But I don't know. We'll see. So I just want to hang out with people. Hey, Hex, if you're getting off, can you try talking to the people in the group chat, ask if they're down to hang out? Like maybe mention something like I'm debating getting out of RP early, and if they're down to hang out, then like that's basically my deciding factor. Like if they're down to hang out, then yeah, I'll get out of RP early, but if they're not, then I won't. So I want to see if you can confirm that. So I don't want to get off and then like, oh shit, they actually aren't hanging out, so I could have done more RP. Stuff like that. I do just kind of want to hang out with people, either in VRChat or VC. Preferably VRChat. But mainly just because I really want to show like Emi, Coco, and Amari the new updates to my, it's not the main reason, but I do really want to show them updates to my model. Because I'm super happy with them, and super excited for Tempest. Whew, this has been I like how every time I say I want this to just be a chill day, it never is. Such as the life of RP. But it's been fun. Like, I feel like Luke actually had a purpose. Like, yeah, I actually managed to bring up some good ideas instead of dumb ones that people just shot down. And it feels like I'm actually useful to the story in some way. But yeah, if you can find out whether they're down to hang out, whether VR or VC, whatever, I don't know. Because if they aren't, then I'm probably not going to get out of early. But if they are, then yeah, I'm down. Because I just want to, I want to stay in VR and hang out and stuff like that, even if I get out of VR. Because I put it all on, all that sort of stuff. Don't want it to be a waste. Though my legs are hurting pretty fucking badly for some reason. Like, usually I'm pretty okay with standing. But for some reason, my, left leg is in a lot of pain. It's, really stiff for some reason. I don't know why. I did, slightly injure my leg. Not injure, I guess. It was just started really, really hurting after I went on a walk. It's very icy out, so I might have, sprained my ankle slipping or something like that. But it started really hurting after that. It felt almost like the type of pain when you work out, so I assume it was just from walking. But it's the same leg that feels very stiff and is, very painful right now. My left leg. And the pain that I felt before was just, near the ankle or the calves, when you work out. But this one's, all the way up my leg, feels like it's at my waist as well. Don't know why. I've been moving around fine today. I wasn't sitting down for a shit ton, so it didn't feel like this 30 minutes ago. I've been pretty stressed though. About the whole knife thing earlier. I was super worried that the DM thought I was being rude or something when I kept bringing up reasons why I shouldn't have the prop. I hope they weren't. When I voice my opinions on it on stream, I don't want them to think I'm trying to shit talk them or something. Genuinely, just my opinions. That's all. I'm not the DM. So it was that, and then I had talking with some DMs about Tempest before I got on RP, and just because I wanted to get some character stuff figured out, and my schedule's been shit lately, so I'm trying to get the character stuff, both the model and the sheet, all that stuff figured out, now. Even though the RP isn't going to be around for a bit. They're still on hiatus for, I don't know how long. There's a trailer for the season released. Other than that, so it's probably going to be somewhat soon, but don't know exact times. Oh, it's been a lot of stress trying to get that done. I'm thinking I might continue clipping my cord into my belt, because I stopped doing that, but now I keep accidentally stepping on it and pulling on it. Because I have yet to use it in actual combat, but if I'm already stepping on it without combat, that's the issue. That's an issue. The issue I had before when I clipped it in my belt is I would my legs would get wrapped around it, and then when I take a step forward, it would get it would pull it out because my leg was wrapped around it accidentally, shit like that. So, I don't know, having it clipped to my belt does allow me to control a lot better because it moves with my hip at that point. But now it's moved more to my head. It's also a lot more loose, so I have less control over it. Hopefully Wolfric likes the idea I brought up. I don't think that bait idea is necessarily bad. Using new bait rather than old is a lot less suspicious. They have less reasons to suspect that sort of shit. And if they're trying to stop information from getting somewhere, which you don't know for sure, that's just a theory, then it would make a lot of sense for them to go after someone that literally saw someone from the crime family die and all that sort of shit. And again, that will put Luke in direct danger if it works. But like Luke said, he wants to help. So he's acting his reckless, usual self, where he's like, I want to help, and this idea came to me, even though it's dangerous as fuck. It's all self-sacrificing type shit, where he wants to do everything he can to help, even if it means ignoring his own safety. I wonder if a shit ton of stuff was happening today. They said today would be decently chill, like nothing was really planned. I wonder if a shit ton of stuff was happening anyways, because the DMs seem to be pretty busy today. I feel bad for them, because they specifically stated, we have nothing planned today, it should be a pretty chill day. And then everything goes crazy. Like yesterday, I don't even know if that murder was DM planned, because it went on into the soft end. I don't think they would plan a murder that would do that. So I wonder if whoever is killing people is a player. That would be insanely cool. Because it feels like it's a DM ran thing. Which it probably is, but if it is a player character doing shit like that, that'd be so fucking cool. It's still really cool, but I don't know, the idea of playing a murderer that, like, because as a player character, it's kind of harder to do things secretly. Like, in character, sure, but out of character, no. Typically, half the time, people will know that you're doing it out of character. But for someone to be able to kill someone, like, I guess even with GM stuff, a lot of RPs that I've been to, all the secret, like, story shit, gets revealed at some point out of character because people talk about it or something like that, because everything's in character, so regardless of whether you know out of character or not, you don't know it in character. But I gotta say, the fucking DMs of Wardens are doing a really good job at keeping the mystery secret even out of character. It's insane. Like, I genuinely have no idea who the fuck is killing anyone, what the fuck's going on. I don't even know how they did it.
No, it's you, Luke.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if we could chat. Preferably somewhere kind of private. It's about yesterday and the murders. I think it's important.
Here's probably the best place then.
Sure. I'll be quick so I don't have to take up too much of your time, but I spoke to Tyrion. He was given a newsletter about Bargus. It showed a few descriptions of, yeah, apparently it's found in the library. Showed a few descriptions and I think photos of Bargus soldiers. They had the stuff like flintlocks and full armor, stuff like that. So we kind of surmised that they were trying to make a show of force. So we ended up talking about the murders and stuff like that that's been happening, and also how Bargus was getting this stuff, like flintlocks and muskets and armor, all of that. I brought up a possibility that everyone that's been murdered has had some sort of tie to Bargus. There doesn't seem to be any tie between each other, though. One bore the tattoos of one of the crime families, while the other one was just someone who said they were in debt. What if some of these people are trying to get somewhere to give information, and they're being killed to stop it? Because maybe Bargus is getting this equipment from someone who, if found out, would be a bad deal, or I don't know, some sort of higher-up or something. So I spoke to Tyrion saying that we should try to figure out where that boat was going, the one that the one that was murdered yesterday was going to go on. Because there's a chance we might have an ally wherever they're going to go. Because if they are trying to provide information between each other and they're being stopped midway through, then there might be someone else trying to deal with this as well. But I know we can't really do a whole lot of that without knowing who is doing the killing, whether they're here or not, stuff like that. So I had an idea. One of the people, I believe they were working in the morgue, they brought up an idea of pretending that the person wasn't dead as sort of bait. Well, yeah, that might work. I thought of another idea. Excuse me for a sec. I'm gonna turn around, kind of pull his shirt down. Don't have a toggle for it. And show you the symbol on his back. If you would recognize it, it's a, well, you know what it is. That is a symbol that I showed to Tyrion. It's one of the crime families from Barghest. I had past relations with them. My mother did. But those were a long time ago. I no longer side with them. For a long time. My idea was that if that person was there, well, obviously they were there right after they killed that person in the cells, they would have seen me and Tyrion take a look at the body. Tyrion noticed those tattoos there. Instead of using someone alive as bait, what if we used me? Because if they're trying to stop information, which, yes, is still a theory, maybe they wouldn't want information that the crime families are the one trying to, or at least someone is trying to get the information out. And even if that's not what they're trying to do, they're clearly killing anyone from Barghest, regardless of whether they have ties between each other. So they're just covering all the bases that they have. So, if we use me as bait, the fact that I was born and grew up in Barghest, and even more so that, and then the reassurance that I saw who that person that was killed was, we might be able to draw them out. And I know it would put me in danger, but having one of the guards targeted versus just some random citizen, it would put us in a position where we have a higher chance of knowing who might be targeted, and maybe we might find some information. The only reason we've been struggling is all of these murders have been in situations that were just spontaneous. We weren't prepared for them. They somehow got through our defenses without us even knowing. And if needed, I am willing to risk it, because, like I said, I had previous relations with some of the crime families, and well, the work I did, I had no idea that it would lead to what happened in Barghest. So I want to try to help as much as I can. I'm pretty sure my mother died in the fall. Don't know for sure. But if she was involved in the crime family, she probably did. And I doubt she even knew what we were doing would lead to this. We just did it to survive. It was a necessity, or else we would have starved. So, I am willing to put myself in danger for this. Because if we just make up a lie of someone that they killed that is actually still alive, well, yeah, that could work. I feel like using me as bait might be a lot more feasible. Because we don't know how sure they were of killing them. They could have killed them with something that they guaranteed it. They could have checked their body, stuff like that. We don't have those specifics, so we don't know whether that would work. Even if we use some sort of magic to bring them back to life, which is what one of the people in the morgue suggested, I don't think that would be, well, one, dangerous, and two, too many variables. I know we have others from Barghest in town, but they had their face known when they did stuff in Barghest. I'm just a complete nobody. I'm a complete nobody with that symbol, meaning that the story of me getting out and getting information, stuff like that, could be a lot more feasible. Just because they would have more unknowns than we do. I wanted to provide this idea with you. I spoke to it with Tyrion about it, and he told me it's my call to make. So whether it'll work or not, I don't know, but I figured I wanted to bring it up.
honesty, after everything that happened yesterday, we are in a pretty big deal of a mess. I don't know, putting a person, God or not, in harm's way for this, it's not something that you do just based on information like we got, which is not much. The spontaneous as it seems, the person was able to get into our cells, get the murder done with, and then back out. And as far as I know, nobody's seen anything about that. So it's not as spontaneous as we think. They were able to suss out the place, make the call, and then get out. And if this assassin is anything as good as they've been throughout all of this, they'll probably wait however long they need to and get you too, just assuming that we even get them to fall for the bait. They're not just going to launch themselves sloppily.
I don't think that they're actually that good. Because they
Well,
targeted...
then how have they murdered 2 people and we don't know where they are?
They targeted people
We don't even see
who...
their footsteps.
They targeted people that were from Vargas, but one of them lied. They're as good, like an official assassin or whatever. They wouldn't have killed that person without... That murder, the first one. 1, he lied, and 2, it was clearly panicked. They had to use a piece of armor outside to distract me to get me to go outside. They did not expect me to be in there. If they're able to move through bars and somehow, something like that, then why did they have to get me out of that room? They were able...
Panicked is killing you to get to the room. That's panicked. Using distractions, that way you walk past and being confident enough to pull that off and know you'd go? It sounds like a trick to me.
But it's still... What I'm trying to say is that they killed someone just from them saying that they were from Vargas.
Mm-hmm.
So,
as far as we know.
I highly doubt they're not a... I highly doubt they're a trained assassin or something from Vargas. Or... I don't feel like if they were, they wouldn't have made that last minute decision. And also, they tried to push someone off of off of the docks to try to kill them, which are surrounded by a bunch of people. That also feels like another last minute decision, because that's not guaranteed to kill them. Both of the first attempts of murder that they've tried to do has felt like, well, yeah, they have skills, but it doesn't feel like it was premeditated. The only one that felt like it was the one that was killed in the cells. But the other 2, pushing someone off of a pier and killing someone in the guard barracks, if they wanted to kill that person, why didn't they just wait for him to leave? Because
I'm not the killer.
I'm just bringing up ideas.
And I'm listening, giving feedback.
Because they killed someone just from saying that they were from Vargas. That's it. So I don't know, it just
what I'm
feels...
trying to say is, to the best of our knowledge, that's all that the connection was. It was a liar. He had multiple different personas, and whilst the journal that we did get did have a lot of information, I doubt that's a life journal that has everything that he did. It seemed more like a working list, probably for a good amount of months that he was working while he was trying to get away. The guy's dead. We have no idea exactly the extent of what his connection was now, unfortunately.
I don't know. I just... Have we questioned Pierce yet? When they said that they knew who was doing it.
I haven't.
I'm just thinking, if we aren't able to get any information from them, I think it would be better to put a target on someone's back that we know instead of just someone random. I signed up to be a guard. If I die in the line of duty, that's what I signed up for, isn't it? I'd rather that than just some random citizen trying to get on a boat.
You signed up to protect the town, not to get martyred in the street.
And protecting random citizens trying to get on a boat includes the town. I was there when both of them
That's
were
why
killed.
we're doing this investigation. Because unfortunately we didn't get everything.
I'm not trying to...
But as guards...
I'm not trying to jump ahead. I'm just saying that if we can't get information from Pierce, if we have no other options, and this... It is an option. It could work. I don't know. We have no idea where to go from here, so... I wanted to tell you the plan that I had, and then... So at least someone knows about it. I spoke to Tyrion about it, and he told me to speak to you.
Makes no sense. Yeah.
But I do think we should try to look into where that boat was going. We might have some allies.
That we can do. As far as things go, we know that it was headed to Azimuth as the next possible port over in the colonies off the East Coast.
But wait, weren't there
Any other
Deathleos being
information from
killed?
that, I'd probably have to.
Aren't they getting targeted?
Excuse me?
Were there
The Deathleos?
Deathleos? I thought I heard something about them being targeted. Like they were...
That's the cult business that we were dealing with. Still dealing with. Definitely and Aaron have been highly targeted.
Are we able to confirm they're not connected? A ship going to Azimuth? Isn't that Azimuth known
I
for
can
having
confirm they're not
Deathleos?
connected. No.
Okay. Then, never mind that idea, but still. Just wanted to bring those ideas to you.
That's a breath for us, because the last thing we need is for that cult getting involved this heavily with assassinating people in our town. So, I'll take that as a breath of relief.
And if you don't mind...
Like I said, I don't know the exact colony. I'm presuming Vanel maybe over there. I'd have to probably send a letter or look into that, which I could do.
If there's a ship manifest or something, then that might help as well. I don't know how much information
I can
was
look into it.
It was less asking you to help and more just telling you what our plans are. You being the captain, I think you should know. I'm not sure exactly who specifically can, but that would be, I'd say, your call. But that's all I wanted to say, but if it's okay, sir, please don't tell anyone about the mark on my back. I've so far only told Tyrion. Well, just show them
I ain't
specifically.
got no reason to spread around that stuff, so can do.
I plan to tell Ava next time I see her, but other than that, I don't want to make it a big deal, I guess. I just want to show them that I'm not trying to hide it, that I still trust them, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to discuss. So, yeah.
Gotcha. We'll figure this out, Luke. Somehow.
I hope so.
It takes dedication to do this job.
It just
keep with it.
doesn't feel great when 2 people died under your watch. Right in front of your eyes, almost.
Never will.
Yeah. Seemed to be kind of unplanned because I was trying to... Okay, Hex, please don't give me... That's metagaming right there. I understand you're just talking about it in chat, but... If we're gonna talk about that sort of stuff, it should be off stream. Because if I'm actively role-playing and you're telling me information, that just looks like metagaming. It's like whispering in someone's ear and being like, oh, this actually happened while I'm talking about the issue. So please don't. I understand, like, you've already told me that sort of stuff, but still. If we want to talk about it, we can talk about it out of character after, because then it won't seem like I'm being told the information. Like, I'm not going to metagame, of course, regardless, but looks a lot more sus if someone's whispering in your ear telling you information while you're talking about that information, regardless of whether you're saying it or not. I know, but still, I don't know about that. Like, you were talking about it being that it seemed to be kind of unplanned, while we're actively discussing whether it was unplanned or not. So I just don't want people thinking that only reason I said that it was unplanned is because I got the information from you, which would be metagaming. I'm not saying you saying it is bad, I'm just saying you saying it as I'm discussing to people about that information just makes it seem like that I got the information from you, which would be metagaming. And that's vice versa as well. If people think that you're telling me information that I'm not supposed to know.
Every time that you've gotten a hand on this to sell it somewhere, you've eaten well the night afterwards. Selling
Holy
this
shit, Foxhound, you're quick. I just left there and he's already DMing in another house. That's crazy. That's awesome. My god. Yeah, though Hex, did you talk to the people in the group chat at all? Because I said if you're getting off, I wanted to ask you if you could ask them if they're down to hang out. Because if they are down to hang out, I'm fine with leaving RP early, but if they're not, then I don't want to leave RP early and then be like, oh shit, there's actually nothing to do. So if they were willing to hang out and stuff, whether it be VRChat or just a VC, then I'm down to get out early because I know I'll be able to hang out with friends, but I don't know. I just don't want to get off without knowing whether I'll have stuff to do or not. Because I really like role-playing. Holy shit. What is happening? Because Capo placed that portal and a bunch of people left. Is there like a mission thing going on? Oh shit. Don't worry guys, it's a chill day. I even made my fucking title. Like it was like hopefully a chill day or something like that. Yeah, please ask. Because I would like to know. Because like I do want to hang out. And I'm fine with ending session early. I want to make sure I actually have something to do, and I'd rather stay in RP if I'm not gonna like go hang out with people, stuff like that. And I'm fine if it's in like a VC. Also, if they want to actually talk about it to me directly, just...
moment of your time.
Oh. Yes?
Are you a venturer into the Vale? Are you a Vale adventurer?
I've been to the entrance of it, but that's about it. Why?
Be cautious. It gives you asthma. If you ever go
Oh, it did feel kind of weird.
You could catch it.
What's
the
asthma?
If you want to know more, you can go talk to Snowbell. She knows the best about it. She like lives there now or something. She's like tethered to it, and now she has asthma from it. But if it's just be cautious. It's very, very dangerous out there. But she's doing my service to this, our community. Great.
Thank
Good
you.
talk. Gotta go. Bye. Gotta go on more people.
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, please ask. That'd be nice.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, pardon me.
Oh, hello. Sorry. There's like a big meeting happening over here with a bunch of crafting people. What's happening?
Be careful in the Vale. It'll give you asthma.
That is what tends to happen, yo.
Huh. Is that what it's called? Because I got like I started seeing stuff. Is that what asthma is?
Yeah, there is something in the air in the Vale that will mess with your mind.
I didn't know asthma caused people to see things. That's worrying. Like my mother had that. Sorry for the trouble. Oh fuck. Now I have to play fucking Luke. Because I would play Luke being Oh no, he's pretty gullible. So when he was told that it's asthma,
They were talking about it was asthma, and it seems similar to black lung. So that's why I made my connection. And I'm like, that's pretty bad. So pretty good. Tell
Well, I'm
everybody
not a
about it.
doctor. I'm just a force-smith, so I don't really know too much about that.
Yeah, I'm just a farmer man.
Oh, okay. I know. I just look at you and be like, I don't know. But I know.
I'm sorry, Scara. I was sorry, Scara. I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny when I said that. It's Luke being very like gullible. As a peasant, I don't think he would actively know what asthma was, at least the details of it. I was tempted to talk to the people doing crafting, but I don't know. I am getting pretty. My legs starting to hurt. Like I said earlier, I don't know why, but they're starting to hurt. I don't think I've done a shit ton of like exercise shit today, so I don't know why they're hurting. And I don't think I've been sitting down all day either. I've been moving around, so I don't know. Honestly, that was a lot of that was a nice talk though I had with like the one with Tyrion and like Wulfric. I felt like Luke was able to portray his thoughts relating to this because I've purposely roleplayed Luke being a little too much focused in this whole murder thing, and that's because it happened in front of him 2 times. And his entire thing is like, he's a guard, he should be protecting people, but he failed that. And it was right in front of his eyes both times. So, I'm happy I got to get that across a little bit to Wulfric. Because, well, Luke isn't the person to hide these emotions, he just doesn't know how to say them. Like, he's still young. He's only like, was it 20 or 21? Yeah, he's only 20. He's pretty young. So, all of this shit that he's experiencing, he doesn't know how to deal with that. And he's never been a soldier either. Like, that's why he broke down in front of Ava when he was like, I don't know how the fuck I deal with this stress when his friend died. He's never had to deal with that stress. And now that he has deal with that stress, he's the one that was partly responsible for it. Well, he feels that way. He feels like he could have done something better. He could have saved them. But he failed. That's his whole thought on it. Even though it's not his fault, just because he was there, he doesn't understand that failure isn't an end-all be-it-all. In his mind, it's, I'm a guard, so I should protect. If I don't protect, then I failed my entire job. There's no point. Stuff like that. Because he's a peasant that has now become a guard, so his outlook of guards are people that will protect. Like a peasant that lived in a town, unless that peasant died, guards were the reason that they were protected. Guards were the reason that they felt safe. And the walls, shit like that. Because a peasant wouldn't have seen a guard fail to protect them, because they would be dead. So Luke's outlook of a guard is this wall of protection. So now that he's experiencing more the reality of it, he feels like he's failing because his fictional, like, perception of these guards are that they must protect. If they don't, then they fail. Because he was also extremely sheltered as a kid by his dad, so he never really got a chance to experience the failures of life because he only lived like one path.
I'm on this side. I'm going towards Mr. Blake.
God, there's like a hair rubbing against my eye inside my headset. It's not in my eye, but it feels like it's just on the edge of it. It's super annoying. That Inquisitor is cool. Not that Inquisitor, but they look like it. Oh shit, yeah, that's Knick-Knack's character. Hell yeah. I remember that they announced that he made a new character, I think, this week. Well, I think it's his first character in Wardens, actually. It looks so cool having like a dwarf. Finally, an actual proper dwarf in Wardens. Proper as in like the one that everyone knows.
Amelia is gonna leave me hanging and not show me around town or nothing.
No, I'm so sorry. I've just been a little bit.
I know, you're fine, you're busy, you're grown, you know.
I'm getting really hungry too.
Have you seen Ipsum? Actually, no, Ipsum's not been here. But
Ipsum's here too.
apparently my aunt is. Yes, apparently my aunt as well. Just give me like 5 minutes.
No problem, take your time.
Is Coyote up there again?
Come here.
Coyote, seen Coyote sleep in the. I walked under that tree like 5 fucking times trying to look for him, and he's in the fucking tree. Like, god fucking damn it. Hex, have you gotten any answers yet? I'm just kind of sitting here waiting to see if you get any answers. I decide what I'm going to do, because I have no more plans in character. So, whether I sit here, or leave when I have no plans, or go and seek out things to do. If I seek something out to do, and then you end up telling me, oh yeah, we can get off and go hang out, then I will be in the middle of something. That's why I'm waiting. Not yet? Okay. God, I'm so fucking cold. Why can't Canadian winters just be warm instead? It'd be so nice. We get like some snowfall. Typically not a shit ton, but lately we've gotten a lot more in the last like year. But still, we typically get like, it's not a whole lot of snow, but it gets so fucking cold. I'm sitting here fucking dying. It was interesting how like much Wulfric pushed back on that idea. Like Tyrion was like, didn't like it, but he still said it's your call. Well, Wulfric pushed back on it a lot. That kind of shows how much Wulfric actually cares for his guards and the people in his town, shit like that. But well, it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure. Whether Luke actually gets to do his plan or not, it still feels like he was useful. He actually thought of something that didn't just get shot down immediately. A lot of the other ideas, someone will just kind of be like, that's actually this, or like, no, it doesn't work. Like, during that conversation itself, it kind of felt like some people were just interrupting Luke as he was talking, just try to shoot his information down. Like, some of them were repeating information that everyone, like, we already know. And then, I don't know, I felt bad having to, like, talk over them, but it's like, I'm trying to get a point down, so if you're gonna interrupt, like, someone, then Luke's just gonna keep talking. Then again, Luke also interrupts people as well, so Luke's a little bit of a hypocrite. I don't know, I just don't want to get out of RP and then regret it. Because that's what happened Saturday, is I decided not to go to NDA because I wanted the break. And then I regretted it because I felt like the next day I was like, damn, I really want to do roleplay. So I'm worried about getting off and then regretting it. Like, I know I could just return, but I'm worried I'm going to regret it, like, past the point of return. Like, session's already ended, I'm like, damn, I wish I roleplayed more. Like, yeah, I have roleplayed tomorrow, but still. That's why I'm hesitant about getting off early when I'm not really sure if there's anything to do. Here, give me a sec, I'm gonna go DMs myself.
Where's our short friend going off to now? I believe he wanted to find the tavern. Probably gonna go to do exactly as the dwarves do and drink his fucking head off.
Good afternoon, Luke. I hope you're doing well today.
I do not judge you.
Could be better, but thank you.
I'm sorry to hear. I hope your day does get better.
Having their secret talks.
Thank you.
Ooh, my favorite. I love those.
It seems like only on the run response I can see. I don't know if I should just message. I don't know, Hex, can you maybe try asking, like, Amy or Coco, like, directly? Or even Amari. I know I asked Mari earlier. I actually spoke to Amari and asked him if they wanted to hang out. And oh wait, shit. I don't think that was no, never mind. That was actually last night. I'll just reach out to them.
It's more like a chase sequence, and he's been backed into a flight corner.
Hopefully they're okay with me asking all of them directly instead of in group chat.
Speaking of which, actually, go around and check it really quick. I'll be right back. It's like watching a cat being cornered, try and get him down. We're going high. Hello? Alright, we gotta check up on that. Come on. Yes. Guards right there, guards right there, guards right there. They got it.
So many people are leaving. Is something happening? Holy shit, so many people left, yet there's still 37 people here. God damn. We got a lot of people in Wardens, that's awesome to see. Worrying that a bunch of people are leaving though. What's happening? Are there people going on combat or something? Is some big thing happening? Yeah, I reached out to them. So we'll see if they respond. I will have to shut off this though to respond to them, so I apologize.
Is he dead? Nah, he'll be fine.
Amari said probably not. Honestly, I'm tempted to just get out of RP regardless, because I'm not entirely feeling it right now. Like, I'm really hungry, I'm pretty tired. Like, I'm very glad I went. I had a lot of fun. It's just my energy is kind of slowly waning currently.
Does a man with 3 weapons look like a medic to you?
I don't assume. I mean, if his leg was.
The answer is no. There's a yellow. There's a boy with blonde hair up there that knows medical. Up that way. Up the cliff. Yeah, up that way.
Hmm. Yeah, I might get off. Just because I'm hungry, I got a headache. I got RP tomorrow, and if I do end up really wanting to do more RP tonight, this goes on for pretty long.
Got that.
Oh, good day. I think he said good day to me. Why the fuck is my shoulder doing this? What's going on? Why is my shoulder, like, moving up? Man, I love how it's not shitty trackers. For some reason, my trackers just die. Before anyone says that I got any reflective surfaces or something, I don't. I've checked that thousands of times, because every time I bring this up, someone mentions it. Holy shit. Okay, I just got a really big headache spike. Yeah, I'm going to bed. That doesn't feel great at all. Not going to bed. Sorry, I'm getting off of RP. That was really... I don't think I've actually felt one that painful for a while. I'm gonna go take some medicine. Holy shit. Maybe I am getting cold or something, because that didn't feel like just a normal headache I get in VR. That's like still lingering as well. Yeah. I think regardless of whether I can hang out with people or not, that's a sign. Oh, fuck. Okay. It was like just a really big sudden burst of like a headache behind my eyes. Just a burst of pain. Wait, shit, is this what I did? It literally just turned night. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna end stream. Sorry for the early end. I'm also sorry that the previous VOD has not been added to the collection for Wardens yet. For some reason, Twitch will not let me add highlights to collections right now. So I'm waiting for that. Okay, fuck, this is actually... Okay, this headache just suddenly got bad. Like, it was like I usually have a headache in VR, but it's very, very small. But this one just started, like, bursting. Holy fuck. Okay, well, love you all. You're all amazing. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. If I decide to go back to RP, probably won't go back to RP tonight, just for the sake of stream, so it's not 2 VODs in the same day. But tomorrow we got Waypoint. Whether I stream it or not, no, not 100% sure. We'll see. But have a good night.